What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday for those of you confused at which day of the week it is. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I had to think about it for a second. Yep, it's Wednesday. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's a real mystery. You already gifting subs? Or are you making up for something happened the other day? Probably. It's a real mystery is amazing, right? What's cooking looking? Good looking. I'm wearing the hat again. You know what it was? My hair's actually, it's okay. My hair is actually okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't like putting product in my hair anymore. Arizona Cardinals hat. I threw that in the trash. No, I'm just kidding. Decided to switch it up. Yeah, no. Arizona Cardinals had a very, very disappointing year. It's sad, but I'll still be a fan. I'll still be a fan, even with Kyler Murray out for 8 months. You keep wearing your hat, you're gonna have to put it on the MC skid. I know. No, I just didn't feel like putting product in it the other day, and it doesn't sit down on its own. It doesn't sit down on its own. So it sticks up all weird. It's too wild. Anyway, the hat's just there for training. Train the hair to sit down, maybe. Failed Pero. I think I got that right. Maybe. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Yay, things are working. Set of Fleeves, major joins. You like the hair? It's almost there. It's just this one little bit right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. One little bit right here just refuses to join the rest. It just refuses to join the rest. So I'm trying to like use the hat, press it down, learn where you're supposed to be. Crazy Keith says, I'm going to take a trip to Arizona, buy you Skiz and Tango a drink. That'd be fantastic. It's been a long time since we've done a meetup, because of the pandemic and stuff. We weren't supposed to do that. Maybe we can get back into that someday. Get a little meetup going. Tango's sick at the moment. Talk to him. He's sick. He's not feeling good. It's a bummer. I got sick last Christmas. It's not fun being sick around Christmas. It's a real mystery. There you are. 10 gifted sub bomb. Appreciate you. Stellarus Lex with a 5 gifted sub bomb as well. Main Steve with 100 biddies. Thank you. Maybe a stupid question, but would it be worth starting a YouTube channel at 22? No, it's not. It's not a bad idea. Do it. 22 years old. You're young enough. I started at 30. And here I am. So yeah, never too late. Never too late. Right? If it's something you want to do, go for it. Just make sure you're having fun doing it. Doing it for the right reasons, right? You don't make a YouTube channel because you want to be a famous YouTuber. You make a YouTube channel because you have fun making YouTube videos. That's got to be the drive. Start with that. Make it a hobby, make it for fun. Gonna start YouTube when you're 60. Good choice. Do it. If you're 60 and you feel like making a YouTube channel, to go for it. Age is nothing but a number. Doesn't mean anything. Shoot. Here I am, 40 plus years old. I mean, I say plus like that's like I'm up there. No, I'm early 40s. Don't get me wrong. Very early 40s. But I spend my days hanging out with 20-year-olds. And they don't care. They make boomer jokes. It's all in jest. They don't care. Because they know that I'm the coolest 40-year-old they know. Maybe they think that. I don't know what they think. Question, did you start your YouTube channel on an impulse? Yes. Very good joke. You got the jokes. What about B-Dubs? B-Dubs is the second coolest 40-year-old. He's barely 40, though. Did he even turn 40 yet? I think he did. I think he finally turned 40. I don't know when his birth. No, because he said that. He said we were the first 40-year-olds to win MCC. Saving up for a PC to start streaming? Excellent. Yeah, you don't need much to get started. I don't know. B-Dub's probably cooler than me. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm second coolest. I can't compete with B-Dubs. Because he be gaming. Thank you guys so much for the hype train rolling. Appreciate it. Barton Lover, 100 bits. Thank you. Thanks for the subs, resubs. Failed Paro, thank you so much for the 3,000 bits. You're amazing. That's huge. Thank you. That's super generous of you, Failed. Dream Merchant with 100 bits. Hey, I'm popping by to say hi before I start work. Hope you have an epic day. Thank you. I hope you have a good day at work. I hope you enjoy what you do. If not, find a way to enjoy it. Find something you like about what you're doing. Christian Ux, thanks for the 100 bits. I'm 36, started playing Minecraft last year. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Age doesn't matter. What stream gear would you recommend? Oh, if you're just starting off and you're wanting to be budget like conscious, I would say like for the microphone, just go with something like that's built into a headset, like a Logitech, like G whatever is in your price range. That's how I started off. Logitech headset with the mic coming out, and it was fine. In fact, Izuma still uses his Logitech headset, I believe. He hasn't upgraded some fancy Shure SM7B with some crazy Go X. No, he does have a Go XLR. Maybe he has upgraded. Anyway, Doc also rocked the Logitech G series headset with a microphone. My camera setup is expensive. I don't think you have to go with that. You can grab yourself an Elgato face cam or a Logitech whatever C920 webcam, and they'll look fine when you're first starting off. Blue Yeti, yeah, Snowball stuff, like all those mics are fine if you want to get a mic. But I'd say when you first starting off, don't go expensive because you don't know what's gonna happen. Anytime you start a new hobby, this is like here. Are we just like, is this us? Is this us? Whoa! It's all moved over because of the Duncan thing. I better leave it because it's gonna be all messed up tomorrow. Here's my face shifted off to the left. If you're just starting off on a new hobby, don't go all in. Don't buy the most expensive everything you can, no matter what hobby I'm talking about. Start off small. Start off, get the cheap stuff. Just dip your toes in the water, see if you like it, and then let it grow naturally. You know, the more you get into it, then you can start to invest. All right, there you go. There's your speech. Does Elgato sponsor me? No, but that's partly my fault. The lack of Elgato sponsorship is partly my fault. I haven't like officially applied, so that is the one that's on me. That's on me. They have a whole application program now, where I was hoping to just like talk to somebody and, you know, have it happen. But no, they got official forms you got to fill out and stuff, and that's a lot of work. Plus, I kind of like the idea that like I'm free to say whatever I want about their stuff. Although I've had nothing but positives, so maybe I should apply. I don't know. I have everything Elgato. That was the thing when I did talk to them. They're like, "So you have everything already?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, what are we supposed to do? Well, there's nothing we can send you." And I was like, "Money?" No, we don't do it that way. Okay, fine. Yeah, paperwork. All right. Anyway, let's play some video games. You guys are amazing. Thanks for that hype train. More foot pedals. That's what I need. Oh, speaking of foot pedals, check it out. What did I do? I did something with my foot pedals. Oh yeah. Okay, check it out. Remember, let's have a quick demonstration. What can I demonstrate? Here we go. Check it out. Okay. So let's say I have blue carpet in my inventory, right? And before, I would have to, because of the inventory tweak thing, I'd have to like bring my thumb down and awkwardly place it on Alt and then click to have everything just go in, right? Instead now, check this out. Here's my left hand that usually would be pressing Alt. Oh, boom, foot pedal for the win. I can foot pedal Alt now because I thought that was awkward with my thumb. So that's what I've done. That's what I've done with my time, is program my pedal to be an Alt key. Right, true gamer mode. Mode. I'm pressing Alt with my foot now. Now, will I remember to do that? No, it's gonna take some training, right? Yeah, totally cracked now. I can press Alt with my foot pedal. Don't foot pedal and then hit F4. Good idea. Gotta remember that. Also, check it out. So today's stream's gonna be a little different. We're working on the interior of iBuy, which I don't necessarily know like by heart where everything goes. So I'm gonna use a mod that you guys may have heard of called Lightmatica. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go into Lightmatica. I have a schematic for the shop, the entire shop. And if we do that, we can start to see what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so there's blocks missing. Like if I toggle this, you can see there's blocks missing. So we know we gotta go get smooth quartz. All right, I know it's gonna feel a little, but we're gonna do it. You guys know, like this is how we build. This is how we've been building for years, a lot of us. So the other thing I did was I toggled it in layers, right? So you guys can't see like the entire thing done, and I can move the layers with my foot. So there I go down a layer, there I go up a layer. You want to see the next layer? Go up a layer. I'm doing that with my foot, right? So we're going to do a little bit of that. Yeah, blackstone. We need blackstone. All right, so this is our shopping list. This is how we're doing it today because we got to build this out a little bit. I mean, I could take screenshots instead, but I mean, come on. Lightmatic is nice. So we need some of these lanterns, right? We need some blackstone. We need some smooth quartz. We're going to go back to the base and get shopping for that. Let's think ahead as well. If we go up a layer, we also need yellow concrete, some gold blocks, and then a bunch of white concrete and some quartz pillars. Did somebody write this down? We're going to go up this high. This is the goal today. This is the goal today, to build this right here. Oh, and carpet, which I have a little bit of carpet, but we can get some more. Okay? So we got to start off with this foundation right here. It's not cheating. You still need to design it, whether you're replicating by looking at screenshots of the mod, doesn't matter. Exactly. That's what I used to do, right? Used to have the build in creative mode, and maybe I'd bring up a separate instance of Minecraft, or I would just take a bunch of screenshots and flip through them, and it was pretty tedious. It was pretty tedious. So, yeah, Lightmatica is definitely very helpful. I'm going to leave that stuff in here because we're going to be building. I'm going to toggle that off in case there's any other structures I have loaded. Actually, I can look. What other structures do I have loaded? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so one that we were playing with Lightmatica on stream one day. I remember that. All right, do you guys remember the shopping list? I do have a materials list, but that's for the entire build. That's the entire build. I don't want to go collecting materials for the entire build. I just want the part that we're going to build today. I would have to like take a subsection and get a list off of that, and I'm not. I use Lightmatica like a little bit. I'm not like a Lightmatica professional, as we demonstrated that one day on stream where I completely embarrassed myself trying to like make a schematic in front of you guys. It usually takes me a little while to figure out. All right, materials list. Oop, watch where you're going. Blackstone, yellow concrete, gold blocks, quartz pillars, carpet, and white concrete. The concretes, I'm not sure if I have a lot of. The polished blackstone was like the biggie. Sea lanterns. All right, let's grab it. It's still sorting, guys. It's still sorting. I left myself AFK for so long, and it's still sorting. And it's a lot of stuff that's not sorted, not like filtered set. Smooth quartz, for some reason I haven't set filters for. I'm gonna grab all of it though because we need it today. Oh, that was regular quartz. That's fine. We'll take it just in case. I don't need those. I'll take these rockets. Those should have been filtered. Ooh, black concrete. We need that. Excellent. All this stuff filtering in that we need. Gold blocks. Gold blocks. Lots of gold blocks. For some reason there's quartz in there as well. That's weird. Let's get a shulker box or two. Where's the empty shulker boxes? You would think. I think it's just behind. Yeah, we need the yellow concrete. Let's see if there's any empties in here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make a few more shulker boxes. Hey, there's a lot of blackstone, but it's not the polished type. That's regular. We'll take the regular, turn it into polished if we have to. Let's see if there's anything else we can find in here that we need. More of that. More of that. More of that. Okay. Let's set it down. Let's set it down and organize these a little bit. They're all mixed up. Mostly from building iBuy. And because I haven't put them back in the sorting system yet. Could sell Blackstone. Tango is actually the one with the bartering farm. I guess I'm gonna have to make a few shulker boxes. Oh, it's so nice having a shulker farm, just being able to like, yeah, make a few shulker boxes. I'm good. This way. iBuy interior. That is right. That is what we're working on today. That is correct. Yeah, Tango's got the bartering farm. I typically just like borrow from him. Borrow. He don't mind. His deal this season was basically like, I'm gonna make the farms and just give stuff away. Super nice. Super nice of him to do. Okay. Guess what I'm doing? I'm using my foot pedal. Like a boss. Okay, so all this can turn into polished blackstone, but before I do that, actually, let's just make sure we don't have a bunch already made. I run into that all the time. Look at it. We got a bunch of blackstone. I run into that all the time where I have a bunch of polished blackstone already made, and then I make more. That's all we have, though. I'll probably just turn all this into polish. So let's grab as much as we can. What's nice about polish is you can make it on the fly, right? So let's put that in there. Bop, bop. Oop. Oh, the foot pedal. I need to change the spring in it, though. So the way the foot pedal works... Hello? Creative Cloud again. I don't want to update my camera raw. No. Jeez. That's my computer, not yours. Don't check. Sorry. Someday I'll figure out how to mute all those notifications. The Elgato foot pedal. I'm going to actually... Let me unplug one and show you guys. Yeah, that was my computer again because I unplugged the foot pedal. Too late, you already checked. Let me go full screen, even though it's off center. All right, so this is the Elgato foot pedal, right? You can see I need to clean it a little bit, but it's been on the floor, you know, and I step on it. So the foot pedal, this is actually 3 different triggers. This is a trigger right here. The middle is a trigger, and the left is a trigger. So there's 3 different triggers. Now, what I did was I actually changed out the springs in this middle one to be like super duper heavy. So it's like really takes a lot of force, and you can like hear it. It's like loud, right? Where these other ones, I mean, they still kind of make noise, but these the left and right are like super easy. How can I demonstrate? These are like super easy to press. And I've been using these to like mute and deafen Discord, the left and right. But the reason I put the big spring on the middle was because I used to like resting my foot on the middle. And I don't do that anymore. Since I moved into my new office, I don't do that anymore. I need to change out the spring. So now I can actually use it as a trigger instead of a footrest. So anyway, why are the different sizes? So your foot can feel, yeah, your foot needs to feel like where you're at, right? So these pop up a little bit so you can tell like when you're in the middle, and then your foot like mainly stays here and you just go boop or boop, right? That's how you're supposed to use them. So I got, it's gonna make a noise again. Maybe. There it goes. So I got 2 of them. I got one on my left, one on my right. But in between them, I have a foot pad that I keep my feet up on. So I actually like swing my whole leg over to press the keys on those foot pedals instead of resting them on the middle. Back to game. F4 mutes those noises. Well, but you got to make sure you're pressing Alt first. Right. Right. Gotcha. Smart. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Right. Nice try. Can you use your foot pedal while standing? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can. You can just like, while you're standing, reach out and tap it. Feel like being a drummer helps with pedal movement hitting. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When I'm drumming, I have a double bass pedal, so I'm typically moving my foot from hi-hat to the double bass pedal. So I'm kind of used to like moving my feet around and finding pedals quickly. I do wear socks. I noticed in shoes, it's actually kind of hard to feel where you're at on the pedal. So I typically wear socks when I'm playing. Sometimes I'm barefoot, but it's cold. It's cold out today. So I'm wearing socks. Plus, it feels weird being barefoot. Okay. And touching the pedals, I should say. Lights, lights, lights. Let's finish shopping. People asking, what's this about F4? Yeah, Alt F4 would close. Like if I was holding down Alt and hit F4, it would close Minecraft right now. Laughs in minus 10 degrees Celsius. I know. Yeah. It's like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. It's super cold. Freezing. I could see my breath. Of course, I went outside like a dum-dum in sandals. No socks this morning. So I was like, oops. Concrete. That's not concrete. That's concrete. We don't have a lot of concrete. All right, we're gonna have to buy concrete from Green, I think. Wool we can get from Beef. We still have a lifetime deal with Beef for wool. What else was there, chat? We got the smooth quartz that we will stone cut when we're there. Probably another water bucket to make infinite water source nearby. Oh, here we go. Let's just take that. We'll make an infinite water source while we're there. What else are we forgetting? We have the sea lanterns. I popped those in there. Hopefully that's enough. I think that might be it for now. I think that might be it. I don't remember anything else that was on the list that we don't have. We'll get the concrete. White concrete, yellow concrete. We need those. Not sure why we grabbed black concrete. There was a ton of stuff in the ceiling too, but when we get there, we'll probably go on another shopping trip. All right. I think we got it. Yeah, carpet we grabbed from Beef. I mean, I guess we have some here. No, we don't have a lot. All right, we'll wait and get it from Beef. There was like yellow and gray, maybe? I can't remember what the colors were. Now I got everyone talking about weather. Oh, woe is me. It's 38 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit here. I almost said Celsius. Celsius would be like summertime, wouldn't it? 38. Do you live in Arizona too? Yes, I am in Arizona. Yes. In a suburb of Phoenix. I'll leave it at that. I think I have mentioned on stream like the town I live in. Well, it's a city. Still, I don't want anybody outside my house. I have lots of cameras and security though, so don't even try. All right, yeah, I did say it before. Somebody in chat was here when I gave away my coordinates. Did you have a big temperature swing in the winter? Yeah, it kind of swings. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a big swing. Oh, no. No, they're not. It's not. Okay, this is just part of the design, right? They're not doing it to us. Tell me the Empire's peeps are not getting us back for what Cub did to them. That better just be part of the design that like leaked out and is supposed to be there. All right. Mad Maddie says it's just decoration. They would never do that back to us. If they do, Cub's cleaning it up. All right, good. Whew. Scared me. Oh man. All right, let's plop these down. I don't want to make too much of a mess in here because our shop is in here. People may come to use the shop, you know. We'll put that there. And we wanted that for smooth quartz stairs, I think. We need a lot of them, so I'm just gonna make them all. Oh, that didn't go. Why didn't that go? Okay, MR. I do have a weird thing with my Lightmatica where when I toggle it, it doesn't do that, like actually toggle on until I do that. which then it didn't even do. What's happening? Oh, I just did the wrong one. It helps. No, wait, no, this is it. What's happening? There it goes. Yeah, I got a little bug with my setup. Carpet was white, gray, and yellow. So I probably don't have a lot of, yeah, the white. I brought the gray and some extra yellow, but we'll go grab that from beef. White, gray, and yellow. Let's actually go grab that now. Light Monica has block count. Yeah, but it would be block count for the entire structure. Right? I don't know if there's a way for it to say like, oh, just this layer of stuff that's not placed, give me the block count. Or this range of layers that we're working on today. Even then, it would have a bunch of stuff that I don't want. Right? Because there's other stuff we're not going to be working on in the same layer. You can do it by layer. Okay. It's fine, though. Because it would have a bunch of, like, redstone stuff for the elevator that I haven't done yet. And I don't want to get confused with stuff I need and stuff I don't. It's easier to just look at it. All right. Gray. Grab a couple of those. White. A couple of those. And yellow. A couple of those. Sweet. That'll do it. Thanks, beef. I might... Let me see how they're doing. Yeah, it's getting pretty low. I might need to come back and replenish his shears. I do that from time to time. It's like part of our deal. We didn't talk about that in the deal. About me having like infinite wool and then being able to take it from anywhere, you know, anytime I want. That was the deal, but we didn't talk about like me replenishing the shears. I just do that out of, you know, kindness of my own heart. Because if the shears run out, then I won't be able to get the wool either. I don't know. I mean, he's mostly done, isn't he? How's Beef doing on I always forget, trading card game, TCG? How's he doing on it? How's he coming along? I felt like he had some people starting to like play test. He has 3 more cards, so he's still doing maps. Oof. He's still working on maps. Oh my goodness. So much work. So much work. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. We'll bop all these in. Oh, the foot pedal. Oh, the foot pedal. Love it. Love the foot pedal. Let's grab all these. I'll just grab a stack of that. And then this is needed. All right, sweet. All right, let's do it. Oh, good, it came back in. Let's do it. Let's do exactly that. Finally, let's get some work done. Gotta admire Beef's dedication to TCG. You're right. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. He's just been going. He's just been going like crazy. Start. Okay, so here is the thing about Lightmatica. I don't like placing stairs. Because, like, you can't see... I can't see the block to see where I'm placing on the block to know if I did it right. You know what I mean? That part kind of bugs me. And I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, there's a transparency setting that if you turn on, you'd be able to see the block through it. And that'd probably be really smart for me to do, considering the fact that I just said that I hate it. We should spend some time now that I have Lightmatica experts watching me use Lightmatica. Right? We should spend some time. Fine. All right, fine, but we have to pause. All right. Teach me the ways. Teach me the ways, chat. How do I make the blocks like more transparent so I can see where I'm placing stuff? Render blocks as translucent. Is that it? Seriously, that's all I had to do? This entire time. Years. We're doing it. Nope.
Impulse is a bit of a genius, it turns out.
Just years of using like... My goodness. All right. All right. Did you see what I just did? Oh, what was that? Jungle wood? No. We're leaving that blackstone. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's a reason. There's a reason why we're leaving it. Man, I'm good at stuff. Oh, I'm so good at stuff. Anyway, there's a lot of times when I'm doing a time lapse and I will pause the recording and then like start building again, and then some time goes by before I realize like I forgot to unpause it, and I lose like entire sections of a time lapse. So like during the time lapse, you'll see me like going along and building, and all of a sudden, bloop, a whole bunch of stuff is built. The reason these are glowing orange is because we have to waterlog them. And I really should go underneath those blocks so that when we do waterlog them, we don't have to do every single source. If they don't have a block underneath them, then they won't do the infinite water thing. Makes me sad. All right, we're cruising. Translucent blocks this whole time? I put up with this for years, and it was one little setting that took us all of 5 seconds to figure out all by myself. I never take the time to, like, just solve my nuisances. I just deal with it. I'm like a creature of habit. Even if it's painful, I just accept the fact that it's going to be painful every time. What's up, Cubed K9? Or Cubed K9? I read your name wrong. I'm sorry. Just a creature of habit. I did actually try to learn something new the other day. I got a profile for my Stream Deck Plus. It's for editing. So it's like hotkeys on the Stream Deck Plus to help you like edit faster. And so I did some playing around with that. And there's a whole bunch of editing techniques that I've never learned, I realized. So I realized I need to take some time and like become a master at editing, because there's probably a ton of time that I lose because I edit poorly. Like I don't know all the tricks, you know, the hotkeys and stuff. So I want to do that. I want to take some time to myself to like learn stuff again. I've always been big on learning new things, and I just like lately haven't given myself enough time because I feel like, oh, I got to keep just producing content and stuff. To take time out to like learn a new skill feels like, you know, a little bad because I'm not making videos. But in the long run, it should pay off, right? It should pay off, because then like I'll be faster at editing next time after I learn, and then we'll get that time back because we got faster. I just have to allow myself to think that way. Can you try easy place? Yeah, we don't like doing easy place. It's kind of like a unspoken kind of rule that we have. And the reason being is because easy place lets you place blocks in midair, and that definitely feels cheaty. You know what I mean? Like we still want to build like builders. We just want the overlay so we know what blocks go where. Don't want like the magic like of the mod to place blocks for us. So yeah, I mean it's just something that like it feels a little bad, you know? I don't think anybody'd be like kicked off of Hermitcraft for doing easy place or anything, but it's just kind of like I don't know. It's just kind of the way we think, I guess. Like it's nice having the mod, but like you can take it too far and basically turn it into creative mode, you know? And that definitely takes some of the magic away. Oop. It is definitely better having these translucent blocks. I can kind of tell what's where. Way better. Yeah, this one, I know it says it's a bunch of other different blocks, but I'm keeping them all this. For reasons. I have plans. Placing blocks is fun anyway, right? Like, that's the whole point. We like to place blocks. We're mining and crafting. Wait. Mining and crafting. They don't say anything about placing blocks. If you're mining and crafting, nothing's ever mentioned about placing blocks. What's up with that? It needs to be Minecraft building. They named the game wrong. There's nothing in the title of the game that says we're building stuff. I guess we're crafting structures? I think of crafting, I think of like making things on a crafting table. We're crafting the builds. If you think about it that way, I guess it still makes sense. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Can you guys hear music today? Did I turn it down too much? And then the music stops. Uh-oh, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. Very faintly, no music. Okay, I think I turned it down just a little bit. There we go. When I asked that question, there was no music. Now you should hear music. Okay, phone. My phone's going off. Probably just a solicitor. Had a solicitor come to my door yesterday. I was working, my wife answered. And they wouldn't take no for an answer. That's so annoying. Like, I get it if you're like a door-to-door salesman or whatever, you gotta get the sales to survive or whatever, but like, you should pick up on the signs that somebody's like, it's a hard no. And stop wasting their time. Like, it got to the point to where she got upset about it. Like, she got mad. She got mad because they just like wouldn't accept her no. And that makes me mad. Find out somebody made my wife mad, then I get mad. I want to come say stuff to them. Part of it's my fault too. We have a no soliciting sign somewhere and I haven't put it up yet. I allow one no before I respond with, if you don't leave now, I'm calling the police for trespassing. That's I guess you're in your right to do that, right? Definitely in your right to do that. They're on your land. They're harassing you basically at that point. Sorry if anybody here is like, that's your job, is to go door to door. I'm not a fan of that tactic. It always feels so intrusive. Cause like you're in your home, right? And you're enjoying your privacy, and then you're doing whatever, and somebody interrupts what you're doing to try to sell you something that typically you don't need or want. And then they come off like super aggressive a lot of the times. It's pretty annoying. Shocked that people still do door-to-door sales. I know, exactly. Yeah, I'm shocked that it's still a thing too. I remember when I was young, we just like bought our first house, me and my wife, and we really shouldn't have bought a house that age. I mean, it was good to start like establishing credit and stuff, but like we couldn't actually afford the mortgage payments. Like, we were living paycheck to paycheck, and for whatever reason the bank let us get the house anyway. So I remember that I needed to get like a second job basically to help pay for the mortgage, and I went into this one interview and it was for knives, like, and it was to sell knives door to door. And so I did the interview, and they were like, "Oh, you're awesome. Like, you could sell knives to anyone, I think, because like, I don't know, I guess I was good with words or something. I have no idea." Anyway, they wanted to hire me, and I was like, "Okay, cool," because I needed the money. And then they said, "Okay, before you get started though, you have to buy the knives, like the first set of knives. So you buy the knives that you're going to sell people, so you have like your personal set." And they were like $300 or something like that. And I was like, I came in here because I'm broke and need a second job. You think I'm gonna buy these knives? and then maybe never get to sell them like enough to make that money back. Like I'll lose money by taking this job. And so I walked out. Right then and there, I walked out. I was like, okay, you guys are, yeah. Pyramid scheme, exactly. It may have been Cutco. I see a lot of people saying that sounds like Cutco. It may have been Cutco. Is that a door-to-door knife selling business? I feel like we've talked about this on stream before, and you guys also told me it was Cutco then. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of the door-to-door stuff. If I want something, like let's see who comes to the door. Typically it's like solar panel or windows. Like they're either trying to get you to lease solar panels, which is a pretty big scam here. Or they're trying to talk you into replacing your windows for like the most ridiculous price ever. Like the people that go door to door and sell windows, it's like you could buy windows so much cheaper on your own. Anyway, it's typically that stuff. Home security and pest control. Yep, those are the other big ones. They all go door to door. Now listen, if I need a new pest control service, I'll go find one. I don't need you to come to my door and tell me your pest control is the best and blah blah blah, and oh, for the first couple months it's only this much money, and then it goes up, and then when it goes up you start using the watered down pest control that doesn't actually do anything. They're out there spraying my yard with water, basically. Scams. If I need new pest control, I'll do some research online and find the best rated one, you know? It just bugs me. I'm still bent out of shape that somebody like wouldn't take no for an answer yesterday with my wife. And you know, my wife is just too nice. You know, they probably wasted a good 15 minutes of her time before she finally got the point across that she wasn't gonna say yes. You know, she even told me, she's like, I was getting upset. Like I have things I need to do. Like, can you leave? I was in the middle of I think she was making jewelry, right? Because she's got her jewelry business. Which, by the way, she's starting to make some Christmas jewelry stuff. I'm gonna plug her jewelry business if you don't mind, because she's really got some cool stuff. So my wife makes custom jewelry, and she sells it on Etsy. And she's been doing this for a while, and she's really good at it. Like a lot of my family members are like addicted to her jewelry. And anyway. She's got great designs. Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Haunted. Haunted posted a link if you want to check it out. Desert Meadows Design. Yeah, she makes some really cool stuff. I think she started making some like Christmassy stuff too. So anyway, she was making some jewelry, filling some orders, and they come by and they try to sell solar panels. It was solar panels. She has some talent. Yeah, she's very creative. She's always been very, very creative. She went to school for interior design and actually designed a lot of like doctor's offices and things like that. It was in the commercial space, but she's also got such an eye for like home design as well. She designed my studio. She designed it in a way that it could double as a guest house if we ever have company. She's smart like that. So I will be getting a studio tour done probably early next year. Her stuff is so cute. Thanks. Yeah, she does. Like I said, I mean, I got family members who just can't stop buying her jewelry. Like every time they know we're coming over, they ask her to just like bring her entire stock so that they can like sift through it. And they usually end up purchasing, you know, a few things. They just can't help it. But yeah, I'm super proud of her because like it's really good to see her doing something that she's so good at, and she gets a lot of great reviews and stuff. And I know that's gotta feel really good. She never talks about it. She's too humble. She's too humble to talk about it. She should go door to door. Okay. That was funny. She should go sell her and not take no for an answer. Oh, you're hilarious. Thanks for the laugh. Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh, she should specifically hunt down the people that came to our door. Somehow find out where they live. And then go and like try to sell them on her jewelry. That would be great. And not take no for an answer. Like give them the same exact tactic. Oh, that would be fantastic. Better yet, maybe we employ here. I got an idea. I got a new method. Here's a new method. Anytime I'm gonna teach her to do this. Anytime somebody comes to our door trying to sell something, she says no, and then immediately follows the no with, but would you be interested in some custom jewelry? And then like start grabbing it and like pulling it out and showing it, and then like try to just sell them right then and there on her custom jewelry. Totally flip the table on them, right? That would be so awesome. Make them forget that they were here selling her something. And she turns it around and tries to sell them something back. Oh, that would be fantastic. I love it. I love it. That has to happen. I don't know if she would do it, you know? Like, she's pretty shy and stuff. I don't know if she would do it. That would be hilarious, though, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess if they're the ones at the door, they have the power to just walk away. But that would do it, right? That would solve that because they would just walk away and then it's done. It's done. Exactly what she wanted to happen. Them leave. Happens. It's perfect. It's the perfect crime. I love it. I'm gonna tell her this. I don't think she would. I don't think she would do it, but it would be hilarious. Like I have a Ring doorbell and like it would record the whole thing, and I would just love to like have that video. I don't know if it'd go viral or anything, but it would be pretty funny. The old Uno reverse card, exactly. Oops. Oops. Whoa, is this 2 sets of stairs? Huh. Okay. I can probably pull this off like that, yeah. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, the transparent block thing. I would be struggling so hard if we hadn't taken the time to fix that. Thanks, chat. I did unpause, right? That would have made me a sad boy. That was a lot of polished blackstone. I think a lot of this gets covered up with carpet anyway. Oh, I'm not done with those. Yeah, 2 sets. Yeah, you're right. It was 2 sets of stairs back to back. Took me a second to see it. Oops. Oh, didn't lose it. Didn't lose it. Oh, cool. Almost done with this floor. Jem came in here and she almost fell. She like looked over the edge. She's like, whoa, there's no floor here. Like, oh, sorry. I realized, yeah, my business isn't exactly safe. We should probably do something about that. No, followed by a spray bottle like you would an animal. Oh my gosh. My cat, well, it's my daughter's cat, was bonkers today. Absolutely bonkers today. I don't know why. I don't know what got into her. She had the zoomies or whatever. And she was climbing our Christmas tree. She jumped up into our Christmas tree and started climbing. I'm like knocking ornaments off and stuff. I was like, what are you doing? Crazy cat. It's her first Christmas. It's the cat's first Christmas. She doesn't know what this thing is. She thinks it's a big old cat toy. My goodness. Yep, that's a cat. Every cat does that. Well, okay. I had a cat. It's been a decade or so, but I don't remember my cat doing that. My last cat. Everybody's like, dude, Welcome to the club. You get no room to complain. Okay, fine. Fine. The joys of pet ownership. I get it. When it falls once, it'll learn to leave it alone. Okay, let the cat fall. I ran over and I ripped the cat out of the tree. My wife sprayed it with this spray. It's rosemary. They're not supposed to like rosemary. It's like a cat training spray. That might have helped. What should we do next? I got to get the water in, but I just realized like going underneath this and putting blocks all along here is going to be a pain because I don't actually have these blocks in place because like that was a lot of deep slate I didn't want to waste. I think we're just going to fill it like the hard way. It may be more time. I don't know if it's going to be more or less time consuming. I don't know. But it's what I've decided to do, so we're doing it. I'll just make a little deal here, a little trough. Gotta unpause too. I'm sure somebody's telling me that. Looking out for me. My wife's texting me while I'm streaming. Oh, good. So good. We got a raid coming in. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's gross. Gross. Is it puke? Is it puke or... Never mind. Hi, welcome, raiders. The joys of having pets apparently strikes again as I'm complaining about it. My wife sends a picture of something pretty gross looking. Yeah, I gotta do every block. Okay. Oh, we didn't resume. See, now there's gonna be a little jump on the recording. Anyway, welcome, raiders. I should explain what we're doing. We're building the interior of iBuy, and if you're wondering what all this is, yes, we are indeed using a little bit of Lightmatica to show us the ways, show us where the blocks go. So that's what that is. If you're not familiar with the mod, it's basically if you build something like in another world, you can take a picture of the schematic of it and import it into the new world that you're going to build it in survival, and then it shows you what blocks go where. So it's kind of like an advanced screenshot, if you will. And we're using that to make sure that we don't misplace any blocks in here, because it's got to look exactly like it's supposed to. I've done that before in the past with screenshots where you build everything, it looks right, and then you realize you're one block off. And then you have to raise your entire base up one block. Not fun. Who would do such a thing? I should get more buckets. You can do every other one and it fills in. No, you can't, because there's no blocks underneath. So that was my debacle. Was, do I take the time to put blocks underneath all these stairs, or do them one by one? Without blocks underneath, they don't do the infinite water sourcing, which would have been fantastic because now we're running back and forth. I know, more buckets probably would be a smart way to go, wouldn't it? I mean, we do have a long way to go. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. How is nobody sleeping today? Oh, because it's just me and Green. That's why. Or rotated 180 degrees. Yeah, a little Pearl reference there. Thing is, I'm pretty sure she did Lightmatica that. This is where I have to admit that I don't have any iron in my shulker box, right? Which should have been in that one. Wait. No, that's not iron. I've checked this many times. Still haven't learned my lesson. People being amazing. Thank you so much. Jack Heck Mango, thank you so much. 27 minutes. My goodness, sorry about that. $6.90 says, how'd you feel about Murray going down? It's okay, at least you're not a Broncos fan. We'll cry together. Broncos fan, you guys lost, you lost Russell, right? He got knocked out, not going to play this weekend. We're playing you guys, Cardinals versus Broncos, and we're both without our main guy. That'll be a fun game to watch. Yeah, Murray going down, pretty bad. But I mean, honestly, the season was pretty much done anyway. It would have been nice to see them trying to compete this season out, you know? But with Murray going down, I don't think it's going to be great. Whoa. That's what we have our toolbox for. Buckets on buckets. Everyone's like, there's so many buckets in there. Where are you going? Thanks, chat. I just need 9 because we're gonna do this. I should do it, right? Oh, one more. All right. Now we are full of buckets. We are bucket rich. Oh, look how many more we can do now. Instead of only 2, we're doing 9. Can you believe that? Look at that. Unpaused it. Yep. Good. Oop. Survey says... Oh, no. No. It was puke. Okay. Dog threw up. My dog was trying to tell my wife she needed to go outside to puke. My dog hasn't been feeling good last couple days. Not sure what's up. Anyway, my wife didn't listen. She's locked inside right now because we still have landscaping being done. And she threw up inside. Yeah. Joys of pet ownership. I think being locked inside with the landscapers outside working and stuff, making all the noises, kind of got her anxiety or something. Hopefully they're done soon. They should be done within the next week or 2. Hopefully they're done for their sake, so they can like take some time off, you know, and enjoy Christmas with their family. They've been out there working hard. We had to like redo all the rock, all the grass, sprinkler systems, irrigation systems, basically everything. Because when they built the studio in my backyard, they tore up my yard really badly. Because they had to run like all the pipes, you know, like all the plumbing and the electrical, and they ran that through the yard, and then they tore up the yard, so everything had to be redone. And so they've been basically rebuilding my backyard from scratch for like the last, I don't know what it's been. I've been talking about it for weeks. 6 weeks or so. Yeah, when I do the studio tour, I think I'll show off the backyard as well, because it is really nice what they're doing. No, landscaping is never cheap. It was that was a tough pill to swallow. It was necessary. We didn't want to have a messed up backyard, but yeah, it wasn't cheap. They're doing a great job though. Yeah, landscaping is the absolute last thing. So in about a week and a half. No, I take that back. We have one piece of furniture that is still on its way. But landscaping and then that last piece of furniture, and you guys will see that because once the new furniture comes in, it's a couch. It's where we're gonna do the podcast from. So you guys will see the new furniture in the podcast when we finally get it. But that's it. Then I'm done. It's finally over. All the construction and everything. It's been a year-long project. It's crazy. They broke ground on the studio in January last year. So for it to finally be coming to an end feels pretty good. So my animals won't have to be locked in the house anymore. Because they hate that. Yeah, year long it'll feel good. Business expense. The yard I can't really expense, but the studio I can. Because I'm using it for you know, the business. Reminds me, I need to meet with my accountant. Maybe I can talk them into it. Say, hey, look, the only reason we did the backyard was because they tore it up because of the studio, which is my business. So can they, you know, can we somehow link that and still like write it off? Why not let them outside? Because there's workers out there, and I'm sure you know, workers might be a little worried that doggy's gonna attack. Which my dog's a friendly dog, but still kind of reacts a little weird to strangers. Not like in a threatening manner, but. And then they leave the like front gates open and stuff so they can come and go. So my dog would have a risk of running away. So we got to lock him in the house and basically take him for walks. Just my dog. Take my dog for a walk. We do every lunch basically. Record things in your yard. Yeah, I'll just do a vlog. I'll do a vlog back there. And and then I'll write it off. Yeah. No, I mean, if I do... Wait, hang on. If I do the video... Tour, the tour, right? If I do the tour... And it shows my backyard... Is that then can I expense it? I had my backyard done so it would look good in a video. That should count. Oh, man. Instead of a hot tub stream, I'll do a pool stream. Where I'm swimming in the pool and streaming at the same time, and then we'll pay for the pool. The pool got remodeled too because it needed it. Pool was old and chipped and leaking, like there was a crack in it that we were worried with the water was leaking into the ground. So we had to get the pool resurfaced. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. I missed a stair. Oh no! Doesn't look like it. If I missed a stair, it would be pretty obvious, I think. Right? Wouldn't it be pretty obvious? Because there would be no water there? I'm not seeing anything. I wonder why... Facing south, facing west. Oh, this is supposed to look different right here? I suppose. Yeah, that one goes straight through. I guess this looks okay, though. I don't think I could have cornered it, right? Oh, well. Is it supposed to be a corner? I'm going to make a mess if I try to do it. This is going to be messy. Oh, give me that back. No. What is wrong with me right now? Okay. It's supposed to be there? Huh. It does look better. I'm glad we fixed it. What happened underneath? What have we done? Oh gosh. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. You can't see anything because of the Lighmatica. I could do this. Let's see what we did. Wait a minute, how did we not make a mess? Huh? How did we not make a mess right there? Am I looking at the right thing? Okay, so we took this out. Water should have spilled straight down. Oh, I guess it probably did. But there just happened to be no torches there. All right, then. The water didn't flow. It should. Shouldn't it flow out the side? Right here? It would have flowed? Flowed? What's the past tense of flow? Not on... Wait, what? Hold on. You guys are crazy town right now. Hold on. Hold on. You're telling me that water would not flow out the side of this? Liars. Flowed is the proper. Yeah, see? That's what would have happened. It was waterlogged and it would have, and there was no block next to it. It would have. There's a block under it. No, I don't think there was a block underneath. Confused, and we should have paused because like now the recording's weird. No, there was no block underneath. See? It was right here. I took this block out right here. And so this one should have just bloop on down. I think it did. I think it did. It just didn't make a mess down there. Oh, it flowed. You missed it. It flowed greatly. Had all the flowage. Never seen a block flow so well. Oh, my example has a... Oh, hang on. Okay. I see what you're getting at. Same reason why the water doesn't combine. Okay. It flowed. Oh, it flowed. It was a happy little flowing flower. Never seen anything so flowy in my life. Never mind, we're just straight up wrong. It's cool though. It's fine. We'll just say, oh, that's a bedrock thing. Anytime we can't explain something. Oh, that's the way, that must be the way it works in bedrock. Okay, you guys must be bedrock players. Got it. Okay. Everyone here is a bedrock player. Don't understand the Java-based flowage. It's fine. Unpaused. I did. Thank you. Thank you for looking out. I do appreciate that because, like I said, I do have a very bad habits. I'm not exactly sure how well this will time lapse, to be honest. Just say lore. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. When it can't be explained, it must be lore. I like that. Had we not gotten all the extra buckets, this would have, especially since our water source is down there and we have to go so far. There's a Gemini Tay in the game. I should say hi. Heyo. Joel's tips for missing clips. What? What, to actually unpause? Okay, this is it. Oh, we did it. We did it. It all has water and it looks good. I do love the look of the waterlogged stairs as a accent feature on the ground. I think it looks fantastic. All right, so we'll put all these away. Next up is should we do the carpet? That's this entire layer done. Foot pedal. Oh, we're not rendering. Actually, let's unrender real quick. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Nope, I think we're good. I'll do down there later. Let's go up a level. I guess we should do carpet next. Carpet, yellow, gold. All right, we'll grab all that. We'll grab all that. I should have unpaused. That's... Oh, we never got the yellow. We never got it. Let's pause. We gotta go shopping. This is where you want solid rendering? Oh, with the carpet? I think it'll be okay. Oh, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Do waterlogged freeze with Frostwalker? I don't think so. We haven't bought the yellow and the white concrete. We have to go do that. I'm gonna grab some diamonds. That'll work. All my inventory got messed up. Waterlogged blocks never freeze. I have some yellow concrete. Did I? I don't want to buy it if I have it. Hold on. There's gold. Not sure where you saw yellow concrete. Looks to me like I need it. Ow. Bag of your base. Not enough. Okay. That's fine. We buy it right here. We buy it right here. Hopefully he's not out. Okay. 1 diamond per stack, I believe. Yep. What do we need? We'll call it 4 stacks. No, that's my diamond. Don't try to take it. And then white. Ooh, he's got 2 whole things. Oh, they're almost gone. Let's take what we can grab, actually. Okay. We might have to come back. We'll see. I need to start selling concrete. This is my spot if you can't tell. That's why it's missing a block. This is where I go. My concrete maker. My fantastic concrete maker. Much better than the one I made on Empires. The mouth of the statues look like teeth. Can't unsee it. Well, technically it is teeth. Technically it is teeth. It's my smile, right? But it does kind of look like buck teeth. You know, like the teeth are sticking out in a weird way. So I get what you're saying there. Suddenly I have no extra inventory spot. Missing. There we go. Crushed it. Like a beaver. It does kind of look like a beaver. Yeah. Smooth quartz would solve that. I have smooth quartz. We could replace them real quick. See what we think. I talked about doing it on Monday and we didn't do it. You think it's cute though. Don't change it. Don't fix it. It's cute. Buck teeth are cute. Oh, it's because the totem took that spot. That makes sense. I like the conduit power though. I think that's for Joe's shop, right? It's the only thing about making concrete like this is you have to swim around. Bone block would give it a little bit of like tooth texture. Is that a thing? Ranimal, thanks for the 1,000 bits, my friend. I appreciate you. Jack Heck Mango with another $4.20. Thank you so much, Jack. Says, when you do the video of your setup, make sure to clearly record the front and back of your credit card so we all know you used your hard-earned money and respect you more. Right, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Here's the thing though. There is like a weird truth kind of to what Jack's saying. If I record a tour, right? A video tour of like my studio, which includes my backyard, there's a good chance that will give away my address, which is scary. Because people will use like Google Maps and look it up and figure it out, right? So that's what makes me wonder, like, maybe I shouldn't do that. I'd love to show you guys my backyard. Because what people will do is they will look and they'll be like, okay, so the pool is shaped like this, and then the grass is over there, and the shed's over there, and the guest house is over here. And then they'll be like, they'll be like, okay, and he's mentioned the exact city he lived in, right? So then they'll just Google map that city and they'll scan every single backyard until they can find mine. And they will. They did it to Scar. Scar was just riding his electric wheelchair down the street, his all-terrain wheelchair, you know, that he got, and somebody figured out where he lived. Hopefully it's been erased from the internet by now, but like, I mean, come on now. Because you never know when somebody's going to use that information and do something shady, you know? Oh, hang on. Important. I got a text message I have to follow up on real quick. My wife is dealing with... Okay. My wife is dealing with it. My dog is not feeling good. She's dealing with it. Oh my goodness, I feel bad. I feel terrible. Poor Prim, not feeling good today. Okay. There we go. Great. I always feel bad because I'm like in here, you know, I'm in here making content, playing video games, streaming, chilling with you guys, having a grand old time, and then she has to deal with some of that stuff. Hurts my feelings a little bit. Did we get every block? We're missing a block. There it is. There it is. Sneaky little block. Anyway, yeah, if I record the backyard and stuff, somebody will figure it out. So I need to figure out if, like, how important that is to me. Make it fair. Bring your dog here. No, she wouldn't even want that. Bring the dog in the studio. Be making messes in here instead. She wouldn't want that. She's like me. She wants to keep this place pristine. Just don't do it if it's a concern. Yeah. Might have to be the case. I might not be able to show you guys the backyard. I'll show you inside though. I'll show you inside. I don't think that'll hurt. I really would love to show you guys the backyard though. It's just like, you know, people gotta be all weird. I mean, the one good point is, like, I do have, like, really good security here. Like, I have cameras everywhere and a good security system. So, like, if somebody did come by, like, found my address and came by and tried to be all creepy pants, that I would still pretty much be safe. You know, I think I'd catch them and be able to have authorities here and stuff, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You guys are right. It's not worth it just to show you guys my backyard, putting my family in danger. No way. No way. It's just a bummer that you know, it's a concern at all. Yeah, exactly. Just sad that we have to consider the risk. Parasocial relationships are wild. We feel like friends sharing things, but in reality, we're all strangers and you need to be safe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Philip DeFranco actually had an expert on parasocial relationships on his show the other day. So odd that you mentioned that. It was interesting. It was the same kind of conversation about how, like, when you watch somebody on the internet for so many hours and so long, you, like, kind of feel like you really know them and you're friends, right? And it's natural. It's totally natural. Nothing to feel bad about. Me and Philip DeFranco, we're best buddies. Harris Heller, super good friend. I watch all his videos. Can't help it. Did I seriously just missed this one? Nighttime scary. Okay. We did it. We converted all the concrete. Good deal, chat. Skillzo man. Spent so much time with, you know, his content. I feel like we've been friends for 25 years. Ludwig, I'm not your friend. Is that a quote? Did Ludwig actually say that? My wife says all clean. Yay. I was the best man at your wedding. Of course we're friends, right? Would Impulse do multiplayer of Vault Hunters? I don't know. I mean, Skiz and I have talked about it. I don't know if it'd be my jam or not. People say that it's, what is the game it's kind of modeled after? Diablo? Which I've never played. I don't know if it'd be up my alley or not. Like the looting and scooting. Although I did really like I did really like Sands of Time, and in Sands of Time and Vault Hunters do have some kind of feel in common. So I don't know. Time to play Diablo then. See if we like it. Right. Can't say, oh, I wouldn't like that because I've never played Diablo if I've never played Diablo, and how would I know? That's a fair point. Very fair point. Not Joe. Zedif and his, wait. Thorns 3. Okay. You seriously named... Zedif. Oh, man. I can't wait to see how he pulled that off. Oh, okay. Let's do the border here first. We'll do the border, and then we'll do the carpet. Let's resume. Yeah, guys, you gotta watch Zed. You gotta watch Zed. Okay, if you're not already watching Zedif, I mean, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. He has the most creative take on how to play Minecraft. It's so fantastic. I would love to have his brain. He is just such a unique mind. So funny. So, like, he is very witty. Very witty. And just very creative. Big shout out for Zedif right now. If you guys are not watching his videos, like, you are blowing it. Literally blowing it. If you want to see somebody like play Minecraft in a way you never thought of, Zedif will be your person. I've always wanted to see him and Skizzleman do collabs. Because Skizzleman also kind of has the same, like, different take on, like, traditional Minecraft, you know? Like, Skizzle never played Minecraft in, like, a traditional way, I don't think. And Zedif's kind of the same way. And so if I have, like, if those two ever linked up and did a collab together, it would just be off the wall awesome. Oh, I guess I don't need that now. I did unpause, right, chat? Just begging for a Skiz and Zedif collab. Seriously. Oh, it would be nuts. Okay, but I just paused again, so I'm gonna need your help again. Let's put that in there. All the things. I love the button. I love my buttons. You guys know I love my buttons. Is that very underrated? Yes. Yes, very underrated. Like, painfully underrated. Although more and more people are finding him now. I did notice that he's starting to get some pretty decent growth on his channel and stuff. He tweeted out that he hit 300,000 subscribers. So, like, yeah, people are slowly but surely starting to find him and figure out what he's all about. And, of course, loving him like you would expect. But, yeah, I mean, it took a while. It took a while. Like, he's been on Hermitcraft for a while. Unpause. We'll just do this. Keep it like one block. Makes it easier. I don't have to switch all the time. Fancy little turn there. Nope. This is, someone said it, this is where transparency actually isn't that great. I could middle click to make sure, but I'm doing it this way so I don't have to change items too often, and then I just messed up. Although for a time lapse, this might not end up being great doing it this way. It's time lapse, you typically want to stay in one spot and build out. But here we are, being professional YouTubers. I'd love to look at chat right now, but this is taking an extreme amount of focus. Maybe we just turn on fast place and be done with it. I'm kidding. We place every block by hand. Even then misplacing. Can you dig it's not playing? I know, Evil. We haven't fixed him yet. I don't know what's up with that. I was gonna wait until after my Duncan stream tomorrow. I have a sponsored stream for Duncan at home for some iced coffee. I'm gonna be hooking up with JP, another streamer. We're gonna be playing some Fall Guys tomorrow together, sipping on some Duncan iced coffee, and they have all their alerts and stuff set up. And I'm wondering if maybe when they set their alerts up, if they might have turned off all the sounds for all my alerts. So I didn't want to mess with it in case it would like do something for tomorrow's stream. So I was gonna wait and see. Oh, that's white. I was gonna wait till that's over and then look into it. So yeah, we're missing it. Because Evil Notion with the Can You Dig It that didn't play donated $3.14. DNR. Yes, if that didn't happen, Evil, I assumed that happened. Yeah. We've been talking about how awesome Zedif is, and if there hasn't been a link to his channel dropped in chat, then let's get one in there so people know where to find him. The guy needs the subs and the views. It's a travesty when a YouTuber is amazing and yet people aren't watching their content. Travesty. People are watching Zedif, but there needs to be more. He's underrated. He needs to have millions of subs and views. Okay. What's that? Oh, smooth. Okay. Decorations. All right, we don't need the decorations today. There you go. There's the YouTube channel. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit that up, guys. Go subscribe to him. Go watch his next video. Do it. Okay. We got walls to do. Lots of walls to do. But the floor is done. And this space is now here. It can do something. Right? This space can do something. And that's important. You'll see why. You'll see why in tomorrow's video. No, it's not going to be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. I'll try to get it done today. I have another big piece of the video that I have to do, and I'm not sure if I'll get it done or not. I'm going to try, though. For you. What color was the wall? It was white, right? Whoop. Hey, I pressed the button. I gotta change out that spring. I didn't press hard enough. Tig says, where's Gem's shop gonna be? Oh no, you're putting together all the information that you have. You guys, Jits, should try Human Fall Flat. Very fun game. Yeah. I missed a gold block? No, I left that off on purpose. I left this off on purpose because it's like in the way of what's going to be there. It's not going to be exactly like what we've designed here. Human Fall Flat. I think Tango and Zedif did play that game together. But yeah, it'd be fun to do as a Jits crew. All right, let's see. Oh, do we want to build this layer by layer or section by section? Oh man, that gets busy. I think we're gonna build it like this much and just go like up. That'll be good. All right, so we need a bunch of white. I don't think I got enough white concrete, to be honest. Oh, and pillars. Did we ever? We forgot pillars, chat. We forgot pillars. No. 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 We gotta go shopping. Okay, we're paused. I didn't take my top of the hour break, so what I'm gonna do is I'll take a halfway point break, right right now we're an hour and a half into the stream, and I gotta, you know, we're kind of like, we gotta take a little shopping break anyway. So this would be the halfway mark. I don't know why I didn't use that other portal. This would be the halfway mark of the stream. So like, let me, once I get back to my base, we'll take a quick little breather, so I can refill my water and bio break and whatnot. I'll stand for a little bit today as well. You guys were asking if I could use the pedals whilst standing, so I'll give that a go. We'll see how that works, or if it works at all. I'll be honest, I haven't like tried it. So I just assumed it was doable. I just never try. So we'll spend about, you know, 30 minutes or so standing up. Here, a raid coming in. Well, welcome, Chris, BG, welcome with the raid. Thank you so much, Raiders. Alaric in the house with 300 bits, and Pike Stanton with a 5 gifted sub bomb. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. CCR Vincent as well with the 5 gifted sub bomb. Oh, the bomb's going off over and over again today. It's working good. Thank you guys so much. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. We've been heavy conversation today. I feel like I've just been a blabbermouth this entire stream. Oh, I appreciate the raid. Welcome. You are finally tired of Hermit Gang. You know what? We don't need a full Hermit Gang break, to be honest. I want to see what Evil said. It looks like people are agreeing with Evil's point. There are content creators that are fun to watch because they make gorgeous builds. There's creator. Oh gosh, it scrolled. It scrolled on me. Stop it. There's creators that are fun to watch because they make farms. There's some you watch because they role play. SO. What's SO mean? So well. Oh, it's just the word so. You capitalized both letters. I thought it was an acronym. They role play so well. Then there's Zed, who's just entertaining. You know, Zed's a bit of a mixture of everything, to be honest. Zed's fantastic. He can do redstone. He can do gorgeous builds. He can role play and just be witty and funny comedian. Like he is like everything. I feel like I've been gushing too much about Zed. He's gonna hear this and like make me feel weird. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Let's see. Like I said, we'll do a shorter break screen this time. I literally just need to. I just need a few minutes. Not even a few minutes. What can we do here? Let's do this one. I'll be right back.
Bills need paying and the blocks need placing. Gotta work all day. In a deep dark mind and the mobs need slaying. Gotta work all day. Yeah, there's a party on the weekend. Head to decline, creepers be creeping. The shops need stocking, so we'll keep on rocking. Gotta work all day. The sand needs piling and the sword needs shining. Gotta work all day. When the sun comes down over Hermit Town, you better work all day. Here there's a party on the weekend. Yeah, the creepers be creeping. Keep on a minding even though I'm dying. Gotta work all day.
And we did it. We're back. And I'm standing. And there's no music. Nice blast from the past. It is a classic, isn't it? There's the music. Okay. All right. Standing up now. Let's see. How do I work my pedals standing up? Oh, it is a bit of a reach. Oh, it's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. I got to really like stick my foot out under the desk and lean back. Ooh, I could pull a hammy. I could pull a hammy. Trying to work my foot pedals while I'm standing. Ooh. Better stretch. Yeah, I'm thorny. It's like, come on now. Oh, ZF. All right. Pillars. There are. Okay. There's more pillars here. See, I didn't use the alt there because I would have thrown my back out trying to reach the pedal. All right. Maybe they're not great for standing. Maybe pedals aren't great for standing. Tokyo Drift song is also great. I do have that song, but not like in a... I don't have like the video for like a break screen. I'm going to stop my recording. I've been recording this whole time too, just in case. I always do that during streams. I just record just in case something crazy happens. The pedals, I use them for hotkeys, like for muting and deafening Discord. And in this case, like if I have one set for... Where's the shulker box? It's fairly empty. I don't have one. Anyway, if I wanted to like transfer items, I could do that pretty quickly by pressing down. I gotta reach for the button. See there, everything transferred at once. Beautiful stuff. I can't move the pedals closer because I put down this foot mat. I have lots of stuff. When I stand up, I have this like cushion mat that I like to put down so that my feet. Otherwise, I'm basically standing on concrete. Because I don't have like a nice plush carpet or anything in here. I kept it more like industrial, like a very thin carpet tile type thing that you'd find in like businesses. So if I stand with socks on, I have no cushion. So I have a little cushion thing I stand on. Anti-fatigue mat, that's what they're called, yeah. All right, we came here for just the pillars. Is that correct? Anything else I need to grab while I'm here? I don't think so, right? A bit more white we could take. Was there anything else I need to get? I need moon shoes. I don't like wearing shoes. Impulse streams from a concrete box. Confirmed. Pretty much. All right, we came here just for the pillars. All right. In case that's not enough, let's go grab some more. I don't want to have to like stop and come back again. That might not be enough pillars. Yeah, Jono made that. The music that you guys heard during my little break there is Jono Smithers. Semi-famous says, I found a 2019 video of yours about item sorting, including non-stackable items and potions. Do they still work? And do you use them before in your sorting system? Yeah, as far as I know, they still work. Definitely my regular item sorter. It definitely works. The non-stackable stuff, I haven't tested in a while, but I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't. There hasn't been that much change in Redstone that would break things like that in a while, especially since 2019. They haven't really touched Redstone. Which is probably a good thing, because they touch it, they break it, right? Somewhere here I have a whole box of, yep, there it is. See, this is where it would come in handy to have my pedal, but I'll just use my thumb today, now that I'm standing. Oh my goodness. Just a few. In fact, why don't we just bring this with us? Then we don't have to worry at all. Crocs are good. Check it out. Okay, so you're right. I could have done the Crocs. I do have these little Crocs slips. Like, this is how I got to my studio. By wearing these. But as soon as I get in my studio, I kick them off. And I go socks only. So yeah, socks and Crocs. I sport that look. All the landscapers could see me walk from my house to the studio in that, and they're just like, oh my gosh. Socks and sandals. Who is this guy? Seriously. Slipper gang, let's go. But yeah, I could wear those while I was standing up, I suppose. Do you wear those out to a restaurant? No, but I have worn them to like the gas station. I'll admit that. I have gone out in public in them, but like just to like the gas station. So I don't like rock them out in public like all the time or anything. See you at the 12 months. 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much for your continued support. This is the most dad thing ever said. Yeah, I could wear them to Walmart. Like that kind of look is allowed in Walmart. In fact, it's encouraged, I think. The Dragax Den, thanks for the 100 bits. Keep up the good work. Love your content. Huge inspiration. Same with Skiz. Thank you so much. Convinced you to get an Elgato foot pedal. Nice. Oh, see, I should get partnered. I should, because then I could have probably got you a code with a discount, and I'd probably get some kickback. Oh, maybe I should do it. Should I just do the Elgato partnership, people? Should I just do it? Should I apply? Should I take the time and apply and do it? Who knows? Maybe they'll give me a link for you guys to save money. That's what I like with partnership programs, was when they let me save you guys money. Please, no more advertising. Oh no, riffraff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No more advertising. Unfortunately, we kind of have to advertise from time to time. It's kind of how we make enough money to do this as full-time job. So, but I will tell you one thing. I will never advertise something I don't believe in. Okay, so you can trust me there. If you hear me advertising something, it's actually something that I myself use or believe in. And so Elgato fits that mold, because I do have every Elgato product pretty much. But yeah, I get it. I get it. You guys, like, you know, tomorrow's stream with Dunkin' Coffee, you know, we're going to be talking a lot about the coffee, and it's kind of like, okay, enough. I get it. But guess what? They also pay the bills. And that's what it's going to take for me to continue doing this and not have to go back to a desk job where I was, soul was being bled, sucked out of myself. After 17 years of doing the same thing. I needed a change, and this is a good one. I'd like to continue doing this. And thanks to some of the sponsors we get, we're able to do it. No sponsor today, though. We're just playing Minecraft. We can hang out. Don't have to talk about sponsors. Okay, resume. I totally get it, though. People that don't like having, you know, ads, sponsor, especially the sponsor streams. I totally get that, where it's like every X amount of minutes we're supposed to talk about the product. I could see how that could get kind of annoying after a while. So the people that are like, you know, wanting to skip those streams, by all means. That's why this week it's an extra stream. I didn't like take a spot of my regularly scheduled schedule and do a sponsored stream. I'm putting it on an extra slot. Should definitely partner with Elgato. I think the one thing would be, I mean, like I said, if they can like get me a way to save you guys money, so like as I'm like picking up this pedal and be like, look at this pedal, I love it, and then somebody else, you know, you guys want to buy it, if I could get you like 20% off or something like that, then it's beneficial, right, to you guys as well. That makes me feel good. Kind of like the factor meal, right? Like, was able to get you guys a 60% off. At least the peeps in the US that were wanting to try Factor. 60% off? Like, that deal was insane. It's like $24 for a box of 4 meals. Like, that was a really good deal. I like it when they hook me up with stuff that can benefit you guys. You already talk about how much you love them, might as well get paid. I know, I just... like, yeah, with Elgato, it's easy because, like, every single product they have, I'm like, oh, I love that. That product helps me out. Use the foot pedals all the time. Use the Stream Deck all the time. Stream Deck Plus is something that I'm learning to use. I hadn't really, like, properly taken the time with Stream Deck Plus to get to know it. But I installed some new profile on there yesterday that's going to allow me to video edit faster as soon as I learn what every button and dial does. So I'm looking forward to that. I use Elgato's 4K capture card to capture the HDMI signal from the camera that you guys are looking at right now. I have a bunch of their stuff. Just a bunch of their stuff. It's just like streamer friendly gear, you know? So yeah, I've been a fan of their products, so why not? There's a lot of stuff that even if you aren't a content creator are really useful. Like the Stream Deck can be useful for just about anybody. Like people doing spreadsheets. Like I saw that there was like profiles. If you look for these like pre-made profiles, there's profiles out there that you can get that like help you do macros for spreadsheets. So like you don't have to be just a streamer to get value out of their products. So yeah, okay. There you go. Here I am like talking great about their products and not partnering. So this isn't a sales pitch. I'm not trying to make any money by talking about it. I'm just giving you guys like the lowdown, you know? People are like, I thought you said this wasn't a sponsored stream. It's not. If something is useful to me and I feel like it could be useful to others, I'd like to spread the word, you know? Kind of like when people tell their friends about the Imp and Skiz podcast. When they listen to the Imp and Skiz podcast and they find that it's insanely amazing, valuable information, good listens, help them in their life in some way and help them get motivated about whatever they're doing, then they go and they tell their friends. It's the same thing. Bob, clean segue. No, seriously though, Imp and Skiz podcast is amazing. Him and I are having so much fun doing the podcasts. So much fun. This week's one is just a little feel good one. We're just chatting about holidays and giving and things like that, things that make us feel warm and fuzzy around this time of year. So it's gonna be a fun listen, I think. We didn't get too deep. Like we've gotten deep in the past, you know. And now it's a sales pitch. Oh, you caught that, did you? Okay. Is this one white concrete stacked all the way up? It is. Okay. All the way up. Well, at least to here, but we don't know what's up there. Well, we do. It goes all the way. Well, might as well. We kind of know what's happening, right? I definitely didn't get enough white concrete. This is a ton. As we go up. Yeah, these will need to be there just because it needs blocks, right? To rest against. It's kind of coming along. Yeah, I should have just assumed this was just going to go all the way up. And did it, and just did it. I really hope I unpaused. Should we go door to door promoting the podcast? Absolutely. Please do. Please do. Oh man. No, please don't. I'm kidding. We talked about our disdain for door to door sales. And I really do apologize if anybody here is in the business. I understand you got to make a living, right? So I hope I'm not making you feel bad if that is your profession, but just if it is your profession, just try to be really good about picking up on the signs when you're selling to somebody that, like, if they say no and then you can see they're starting to get agitated, just please walk away. Please walk away, because whoever came to my door yesterday, they would not give up, and it got to the point to where my wife like was upset about it. And I don't like it when my wife is upset. So please do better. Do better than whoever came to my door yesterday. And then, you know, so there you go. You can be a door-to-door salesman if you need to. Just be better than whoever came to my door yesterday. decided going all the way up is the way. It's the way. We're not rendering it, but it's the way. You could have sworn your husband was just talking. Why? Why? Is that a speech that your husband's given or what? We sold all the things today. You're right. We did talk about my wife's jewelry as well. Can't help it when I hype on things that I think you guys would like. Oh, what? What? Oh! Lol. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Oh, no. Oh, that'll be fun in his video. Oh, white concrete. Stuck in chains. It's cool. 10 out of 10 customer service. Gotta leave a review on what would be a good hermit like Yelp? Help me, chat. I need something clever. Melp? Just help. I guess just help. It's like Yelp, but Hermit. I don't know. That didn't work out great. Dang it. There needed to be a better review site than Yelp. Hermit, like Reddit. Wait, do you leave reviews on Reddit? Is that a thing? I was thinking like Google, right? Like Google has ratings. Didn't work. It didn't work. We tried. It was less than funny. Darn it. Well, sometimes you gotta, you know, you swing and you miss. It happens. It happens. As soon as I realized we didn't have a great term for it, we should have just let it go. I'm gonna put a torch in here. I think it's technically filled with blocks, but not every joke is gonna land. Exactly. We'll accept it. Is this? Oh, it's pillars. Trying to read chat and build at the same time is super hard, by the way. If you guys are watching, you're like, man, he's a slow builder. It's because I keep looking over and reading chat whilst trying to place blocks. It will slow you down. If you've ever tried it yourself, you'll know. Better Hermit Bureau. I can't say that. It's like the Better Business Bureau, but the Better Hermit Bureau. That's not bad. That's usually where you complain about stuff, though. The Better Business Bureau is when like you've been wronged by a business and you need to tell an agency so that they can then inform everyone else. Right? That's what it is. Yeah, the banners will look good when we get the banners in. You like those? All right, we ran out of white concrete as suspected. Elgato is like Apple for streamers. Oh yeah, is there some talk going on about what Elgato is, since we were talking about potentially going for a partnership with Elgato? Yeah, they just make a bunch of like streaming gear, like a bunch of streaming gear, capture cards, and the Stream Deck is like a macro pad on steroids. It's got like little LCD buttons that you can like. That's the best part about it, is like the buttons you can put pictures on, whereas like all the time I accidentally hit the wrong buttons on my Go XLR. I wanna do the Etho Impulses of Genius, and I accidentally hit.
We're doing it my way because I forgot
which button was which. Where if I had an LCD screen that I can assign a picture to on my Go XLR, I would put Etho's face, his IRL face, on the button. And then I would know, like, that's Etho. He's going to say that because that's his face in IRL because I have a selfie with him. So, that's probably what I'd do. Fine. There. There. Troll game was on point though. Yeah. I had you though. I had you for a minute. I had you. You guys like, what? He knows what Etho looks like? What? It's like the biggest secret in the universe. Now that Dream has revealed. Etho doesn't have a face, yeah. He's just AI generated. That makes actually the most sense. Azuma is also there, yeah. Maybe second. Maybe second. Let's see. Let's play a game. Let's describe what we imagine Etho to look like. Oh, this is gonna get good. Personally, I see Etho as being kind of tall. I see Etho being maybe 6'4". I think he's probably 6'4". Sorry if you're one of the people that do meters and stuff. I don't know what that translates to. I feel like he's a bit tall. I feel like he's probably not clean shaven. I feel like he's kind of like a rough stubble type of guy. You thinking 6'1" evil? I'm thinking darker hair, but short. I bet he's got a massive smile. I bet he's like almost like B-Dub's avatar. Smile that just lights up a room. He actually, wait, is there information out that he's blonde? I'm already blowing it. Ooh, glasses. I'm not sure I'm seeing glasses, but it could be. Could be. We have no clue. You can hear his smile when he talks. Exactly. So he has to have a big smile. Okay, so it is confirmed there's info out there that he's actually tall. See, that's the thing. How is there... See, is this another thing where people are being creepy and digging into private lives of people? Finding out information about them that shouldn't be public? Because I thought it would be fun to just, like, have a little game where we talked about it and, like, fantasized a little bit and guessed. But now people are, like, spouting that there's actually, like, information out there that people... Somebody hired a private eye and they tracked down the real Etho and pictures on the dark corners of the internet. No, he just told you guys he was blonde. Okay. Feels like an odd thing to reveal, but Etho gives you professor vibes. I can see that because he's so smart. He is a blonde lumberjack. Yeah, because he has time to manage a YouTube channel and be a lumberjack, right? Oh no, we're gonna have to make our own white concrete. That's what it's come to. That's what it's come to, chat. Oh no. What are we supposed to do? Oop. What are we supposed to do with ourselves? We can't be bothered. We can't be bothered. Shoot. Could see Etho working at a zoo? Yeah, I totally could. I could see Etho working at like a nursing home. He's just such a good guy. Don't you see him working at a nursing home? Taking care of old people in need? That's totally Etho. That dude's got a heart of gold. That was Doc's old job. You're right. Yeah. You're right. Doc was like, was it a nursing home or just he was a nurse? Oh, that's yellow. Oh, right. We didn't do that yellow bit right there, but we need to, and I didn't resume recording, so there's that. Thank you. Didn't do much, at least. Think Doc's done both? Probably. Oh, no. Oh, no, I do have some. Okay. I didn't resume, so there's going to be a little bit of skip in there. A little bit of a skip. I'll just do a Joe Hills time skip. Isn't that what he says when he jumps clips? Doesn't Etho work at a garden? I think his family business, from what it sounded like a tack and feed. You know, like where they sell like hay bales and stuff for horses. When I watched his video where he was explaining his responsibilities after his dad passed away, which is a super sad event, that it sounded like they had like a tack and feed type of business. I'm guessing based off of just the limited information that was included in his video there, but that's what it sounded like to me. Did I miss something? What did I miss? Something by the ladder. Something by the ladder. I missed the ladder. We're not going to do the decorations. We're okay. Early Ethos shy voice was, what'd you say? Was great. I mean, I've been watching Etho forever. I don't remember his delivery being any different, to be honest. Felt like he's always kind of just had the same Etho style. Like where if you follow, you know, my YouTube videos from when I started, I like was very kind of like monotone, no energy behind my voice, and then kind of slowly but surely just kind of ramped it up, maybe to the point to where I overdid it, if we're honest. I still feel like I could dial it back a little bit, but there's this weird like recording anxiety that I get that I haven't been able to overcome just yet. So that still is like coming out. Haven't been able to relax, I guess, when I hit record. I ran out of blocks. This is kind of sad because I wanted to do this room and that room. I wanted to do both, but I don't think we're gonna get there. We're gonna have to make some concrete. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it stage fright. I mean, maybe. There is a bit of like pressure knowing that like once I hit record, and it's so weird too because like obviously I can hit record and then if I don't like what I did or said, I can just cut it and redo it. But yet there still is this weird flood of anxiety that comes over me every time I'm recording a clip that like pushes this nervous energy out. And so that's why you'll see in a lot of videos I might be a little like I have YouTuber voice is what we call it, right? But there's even more than that. There's like a nervous laugh that I do. And I shouldn't tell you guys this because it's like an idiosyncrasy that I've picked up on myself. Of course, I've watched myself way more than you have. If that makes sense. I've watched myself way more than you have. I guarantee it. I guarantee that. Because I have to edit my videos and then I do watch them to make sure that like YouTube's processing is okay and stuff. So I watch myself twice as much. Unless you've watched everything I've done like 3x times, you have not watched more of my content than I have. But yeah, sometimes that nervous energy comes out and it's like this weird kind of like fake laugh thing that I do. I'd love to overcome that. Like there's a lot of room for improvement in my my delivery if you will. I still say a lot of ums, things like that. I catch like there's a lot of just like public speaking things that I haven't conquered just yet. After 10 years, you would think I'd be on top of it, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Some of this stuff is just ingrained, you know? That's why I think a lot of people really did like when I posted a video, probably what, 3 or 4 episodes ago, which was mostly live stream content. You guys remember that? It was on Empires. It was when me, Green, and Cub were hanging out doing villager stuff, and I posted. It was cut up. Like I really did. What do I want to say? I really did edit it so that it moved along and it felt like an episode, but my delivery was much more natural. It was raw, you know. It was me streaming. It's like what you guys see every day if you're here for the streams. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna blank my screen and go look at it. I'm gonna blank my screen and go look at it. You guys don't get to see it. No, he asked if we could not spoil it before Friday, so we will I will wait to check it out. He's excited about it though. I'm glad he got it working. Doc struggled with this project just a little bit for the last I don't know how many hours. He's been struggling to get the dragon to do what he wanted it to do, which is insane what he's trying to do with it, I'll tell you that much. So can't make concrete, peeps. Can't make concrete. I barely have any gravel, barely have any sand. Wait. So so Doc says, don't spoil it, but then tweets a picture of it on Twitter. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's called building hype, okay? Marketing 101. He's building hype. It's different. No. Oh, wait. I got a brilliant idea. Brilliant. Hang on.
Impulse is
got it.
A bit of a genius.
I know exactly what we're doing. We're spending more money. Just fine. We're gonna buy it from Green and just dye it. Easy mode. There we go. People being amazing. Thank you guys so much. Little A minor in the house with a 300 bits. Appreciate you. You'd make a great piano player with all your practice on your foot pads. Yeah, but then I have to get my fingers to also be coordinated, and that could be difficult. I got my wrists are coordinated because I can drum, but I'm not sure I can get the fingers going. What are they called? Ambidextrous? I can't say that word. Where you can independently operate each limb on like on their own. Ambidextrous? I can't say that word. Is it a B? Amba or Ampa? I can't remember. Ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. I can't say that word. I fought the word and the word won. Oh wait, no. We have to buy. Brown. Nobody buys brown. Actually, I only need 8 stacks. I mean, I do need more than that, but ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. Got it. Nailed it. First try. Thanks, chat. Every day we get together and we teach Impulse how to do something, say something, learn a new word, learn something about history. It's this is because this is better than school. Stay in school, kids. Don't think you can watch streams and be just as smart as the people who go to school every day and learn from professionals. But we do learn some things together, right? What's up, Bunny Bond? How you doing? Menagerie. Just like Scar couldn't say menagerie. Ambidextrous is mine. Hey, nailed it. Nailed it. First try. Anyway, if you don't know what that word means, it means you're able to, like, I don't know if this is the proper definition, but you're able to independently control your limbs. Like, you could tell your right arm to. It's kind of like if you can pat your head and rub your belly, like that's part of it. But then like apply that to also, like your feet as well. Oh, be careful, Base Jester. There's bound to be some teachers in chat, and I gotta tell you, teachers are teachers. They are a gift to mankind. Whether you've experienced bad teachers or not, you know, I get that they're not all going to be amazing, but if you think of what teachers have to deal with on the day-to-day, it blows my mind that they have the patience to do what they do with some of the things that they have to deal with, not only from, you know, some of the classroom etiquette things, but also from administration and wages and things like that. Like they really, like, we're lucky that people have it in their heart to tackle that profession and stick with it. I mean, I have utmost respect for teachers, and yeah, I do know that there are some bad apples in the bunch. It happens everywhere. I wouldn't chastise an entire profession because of a few bad apples, because there are some amazing people in this world that without them, like, the education system is really important. It's really important. Like, we can't just like learn from TikTok. You know what I mean? So yeah, I gotta disagree with you on that one. Hopefully you understand. Yeah, I know a lot of places that the education system is set up in a way that's it's not great for teachers. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have utmost respect for teachers that are out there doing their thing, making sure kids are learning and putting up with a lot of garbage, you know? Like, they need to be paid better. They need to have less kids in the classroom, but like, it is what it is. I hate that term, but that's just the way things are right now, and we need to work together to make sure that's understood, represented, and improved in the future, because teachers are way undervalued, I feel. So that's why I felt like I should say something. Because yeah, you probably did have a bad teacher too, and so you got a bad taste in your mouth about teaching in general, but really pay attention to what's going on. We're lucky to have them, and I think to the point to where, like, it's harder to find good teachers now because it is such a struggle to be a teacher. In your late 30s, you still miss your third grade teacher. I was a legend. I think I hope that we've all had a chance to have one of those teachers that impacted our lives. For me, it was my 5th grade teacher. I'll say her name because I don't think it's gonna cause anybody to like lead back to my identity or anything. And by now, I'm sure she's passed away. I haven't been able to follow up, but you know, she was a bit older of a teacher at the time, and her name was Mrs. Henley. She was amazing. She had a background. I think she was of German descent, and so she taught us some German, eins, zwei, drei, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't want to butcher it because it's been so long. And she was just like one of those teachers that just lights a fire, you know? Like, I wanted to learn. I wanted to come into class every day. When she taught history, it was just so, she could make it feel like you were experiencing it as if you were there. And it was just amazing. I never liked history until that teacher taught history and made it feel like you were living in the moment that she was describing happened in the past. It was amazing. As a German, please butcher our language. I would love to hear it. So, yeah, hopefully there's not too much like debate going on in chat about the importance of teachers. I hope you guys agree with me. You know, I know not everybody's going to agree on everything, but I hope you can at least see why I would feel the importance of teachers in our society. And the importance of going to school. Go to school, learn. It is important. It might not feel important now if you're young and you're in school. It might not feel like you need to learn trigonometry. You know, when am I going to use trigonometry? That's not the point. Let me get on my soapbox just for one more moment, okay? Listen. You go to school and you learn trigonometry and you think, well, I'm never going to use trigonometry. And you may be right. You may never need to learn or to use trigonometry in your daily life. What you did need to learn was how to learn. Does that make sense? You didn't need to learn a formula. You needed to learn what it would take to understand how to understand a formula. Okay? That's the big part of school, not the information itself. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. Critical thinking. Exactly. All right, I'm going to sit back down before we get back into building, if you guys don't mind. Apparently when I stand up, I get all philosophical. And words come to me like they just flow, like water. That one flowed. Fire today. What am I doing here? Okay, that's better. It makes me philosophical and hungry when I stand. That's right. Actually, today I didn't get too hungry. I had a very interesting breakfast. The blender was dirty and couldn't be bothered to clean it. So instead I heated up a meal that was rice, tofu, and cauliflower with like a sweet and sour sauce for breakfast. I had rice and tofu for breakfast, and it was amazing. And I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling hungry at all. For once. My wife's not that big of a fan of tofu, but I kind of like it. Record. We're gonna be. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. We're gonna be doing some stuff here. We're gonna record it. Thank you. Always got my back. Oh, I don't have the yellow blocks. That actually wasn't a factor plug. That was a different meal. Just like a thing. I don't even know where we got that one from. Factor meals were no, I do have some factor meal. I could have had a factor meal, I guess. I was trying to think like what seems like it'd be a decent breakfast meal. Oh, tofu and rice. Yeah, obvious. Learning to eat in a different way. It's sometimes, you know, takes a little bit of getting used to. Oh man, I came with no blocks. Not prepared. What is Hermitcraft? That's a good question. Hermitcraft is a multiplayer server, survival multiplayer server, otherwise known as an SMP, of YouTubers. A bunch of YouTubers and streamers. You can go to hermitcraft.com to find out more about what Hermitcraft is and our members. I'm not sure what those blocks were supposed to be, but that's what they are now. A lot of cool peeps make a lot of good content. I myself, I do both YouTube and stream. So I like it that way. I'd like to keep doing that forever and ever. Okay. We got to do the roof, don't we? Get ready. Everybody got their sunshades on? That was supposed to be like a but it came out a little high pitched. Sorry about that. It must have been the Stream Deck voice modifier or something. More are these smooth, and then smooth slabs. Smooth. Oh, white stained glass. We didn't think about that. Hermitcraft? Never heard of it. I mean, come on now. We're one of the most popular SMPs in the world. That was the Go XLR. Sorry, I hit the button. I hit that one button on the Go XLR that does the thing. Makes me like... Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. You're all here for it. Welcome back to homie. Can't say it like a B-dubs. Hermitcraft. Didn't hear it. Do it again. Ouch. It's correct. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you, Brassy. Gifting out a sub. Being amazing. Claw someone. Thanks for subscribing with the Prime sub. That's right. If you guys don't know, if you have Amazon Prime, which I think a lot of us do by now, we've realized that there's some good benefits with Amazon Prime if you do a lot of Amazon shopping. Anyway, I'm not here to sell Amazon Prime, but I am here to tell you that if you do have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account, and through that, you have one subscription that you get to use every month for free as part of your package, your Amazon Prime package. And yeah, if you do exclamation Prime, you can see, I think there's a link there that explains how to set that up. Yeah. And then you can use it on anybody you like. I'm not saying you gotta use it on me. You can use it on anybody you like. But it's kind of nice. I use mine. I can't remember who I'm currently using it on. I try to switch it up every once in a while. Give everybody a little chance, you know? Because every streamer needs a little bit of help. This is where I should have got scaffolding, I think. I do have scaffolding. And just like that, you guys kicked off a hype train. You gift yours to Skiz. I think that's a fantastic thing to do. Gifting your Prime sub to Skiz is all. That's great. That's great. Skiz also has the dream to someday be able to do this full time, as I did, and would love to. It's our dream. It's actually our dream. Me and Skiz together. It's our dream for him and I both to be full-time content creators and be able to spend time together every day making content. We have lots and lots of ideas on things that we would do if we were able to do this together every day. So yes, please do. Please use your Prime sub on Skiz if you like what he does. Maybe someday we'll see a full-time Skizzle man. How fantastic would that be? He'll be hanging out in my studio with me every day, I bet. I think the landscapers are making lots of noise. Oh, I hate stairs sometimes. There we go. Can you guys hear that noise? No, I am a full-time creator. I was saying that Skiz is not. So for both of us to be full-time, I have gone full-time. Actually, I lie. You guys definitely heard that. Did you not? That was right outside my window. No, I am. Is this microphone that good? You guys aren't hearing that? What? No, I am full-time, but I still work part-time for my old company as like a contractor, basically, in a consultant kind of fashion. So like whenever they need me, they have questions and stuff, they hit me up. But that is actually coming to an end. It's coming to an end officially. In fact, I was supposed to have a meeting with my boss today, after this stream, but he rescheduled it to tomorrow about like my final like leaving for realsies, like cutting the cord. It's over. So I will be officially 100% content creator after January 15th. Finally letting it go. Which is scary and but also good. Also good because it was like that one little thing was like they would only need me when it was like the worst timing in the world. You know what I mean? Like they'd hit me up and they'd be like, you know, need me to help code something or whatever, and it'd be hours of my time and it was like when we had something big going on and all I really wanted to be doing was creating content. So yeah, that 17 years of my life working for that company is coming to an end January 15th. Crazy. What did I do? I was a few things. Officially, my title was a product owner. I did some project management as well, but I also was a developer. And because I was like the only one that knew this product as well as I did, I kind of did everything. I was the product owner that would project manage my development, which is something you're not supposed to do. But that's the way we did it. Whoa, what is this? What did they do? Okay. Yeah, you're not technically supposed to do that in the world of DevOps is what they call it. If you guys know what DevOps is, you're supposed to have separation of duties and stuff, but we didn't care. We didn't care because they could get the job done with one person, you know, instead of 3. Man, it's too many layers. I can't see what's happening. This one, it's just like that. Yeah, that's totally it. Here we go. Oh, scaffolding, how I hate you. I've never been a big fan of scaffolding. Although here it is coming in useful. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, no, I'm out of stairs. Of course. Happened. It happened. I knew it would. Jay Harvey in the house with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. Look at that. We got some people that did find their Prime subs. Thank you so much. Doopy29, thank you for using that Prime sub on me. I appreciate you. It does help a lot. TM Def J, I can't say your name, but thank you so much. Uh-oh. Where's the smooth? Where's the smooth? Are we out of smooth? Uh-oh. Here we go. Now I gotta pause it again because we're out. There's just a little bit. All right, we'll pop this in our super smelter. You guys ready? We got a super smelter. You guys really can't hear this? Waterfall or scrum? We had a hybrid. We had a hybrid because the waterfall was the method forever, and then they wanted to switch to scrum, but scrum didn't work perfectly for some of the factories. The way factories work, they kind of had to waterfall still, so we had like this weird hybrid. You can't tell me you don't hear that. Come on, chat. Seriously? You gotta hear that. That time there. Okay, there you go. There you go. Oh, man. What just exploded? They're pouring rock. They're pouring rock around, right around like the edge of the studio. So they put in travertine walkways so that I could have a nice travertine walkway all the way from the house to the back door of the studio, which is where I enter every morning. And that there's a little gap about 6 inches between the house and the travertine that they're filling in with rock right now is what they're doing. I know it. I know it. Yeah, wheelbarrow dumping rock is what it was. Good ears. Good ears. But because I have a pretty decent noise gate on my microphone, it may not have been obvious, right? French drain. What's that? Never heard of a French drain. See Trenka, thanks for the 5 gifted sub bomb. Bunny Bond with a $1. Can you dig it? GG, man, that's awesome. My time with my job came to an end too when I stopped going to work because I didn't want to go in. Yeah, I suppose that would happen. Hopefully everything's cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's bittersweet, you know, like using rocks as drainage for rain. Oh no, it's typical desert landscaping here. Like almost everybody has rocks in their backyard and front yard, especially because people don't like to have to maintain their front yards here. No, they did install like drainage actually. So if and when it ever rains here, like it will go into a drain that goes out to the, like it slopes all the way down from the backyard to the front yard, has a little pop-up thing that goes out to where we have like our gutters, or whatever, you know. It's just for looks. It's just for looks, I suppose, so that it's not like dirt and mud. Definitely need for monsoon season, need drainage. Yeah. Thanks again, C Tranka. Appreciate that 5 gift sub. Did I give you that one of those gift sub bomb? Ainria, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. No message, but I appreciate it. Brassy with 100 bits. Don't be fooled, peeps. It's probably Skiz playing hooky from work and playing with rocks. Like a big kid in Impy's yard. Skiz is probably trying to build a fort so he can troll Impy. Maybe. I'm sure he wishes he could get away from work and play with rocks in my backyard. Skiz has been super stressed lately about work. So much so that he texted me his Wordle at 3 a.m. the other day. Who's up at 3 a.m. doing Wordle? Skiz. Because he does that. He wakes up and he insomnia. Like I had insomnia last week too, though. But I don't get up and play Wordle. Something that's get your brain going when I'm trying to go back to sleep. That guy, I tell you, I gotta give him a talking to. Desert plants, agave, Joshua trees. We have lavender. No, we got traditional plants. We do have a couple cactus thingy bobbers. I don't know what they're called. My wife's much better at this stuff than I am. I'm like, we have like pygmy palms and stuff like that. A queen palm, pygmy palm, things like that. So yeah, like we do have like what would be considered maybe tropical if you think of like Florida, but California and here palm trees are also pretty common. So we have a few palm trees in the back. We got yeah, maybe agave. I don't know. I'd have to look up the words, the things. Rosemary, lavender, cacti, citrus, honeysuckle bushes, bougainvillea. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. Like that's pretty much Arizonan landscaping in a nutshell. You nailed it. I did it again. This part is not going to make time lapse. I can tell. It's just too like the block placing is not time lapse like worthy. You know what I mean? Like you don't see this kind of stuff in a time lapse. It would be hard to like properly display what we're doing here in a decent time lapse, you know? Am I a cat or dog person? You know what? Forever I was like strictly dog, but my wife brought home a cat many years ago. So many years ago that the cat has since passed away, but she brought home a cat and I was never a cat person. My parents were always dog people, not cat people. Definitely not cat people. And so when my wife brought home a cat, prior to us having children, it grew on me. I ended up really liking the cat. Like, it was awesome. But I think I still am more of a dog person. Our cat right now, though, is the cutest thing ever. Her name is Luna. It's my daughter's cat. But because my daughter is a teenager, that also means that we take care of a lot of the things too. But my daughter does a good job. She takes care of all the feeding and the litter box and stuff. But every once in a while, you know, the cat's just a little overwhelming, especially when my daughter has to do schoolwork and the cat's like got the zoomies and stuff. the cat will come out and we'll get some time with the cat. And she's super cute. I love her, and she wants nothing to do with me, and it breaks my heart. That's the thing with the cats. Is sometimes they just, you know, they just it's whatever they want to do. You know, it's not what you want from a cat. It's they're just gonna do what they want to do, and she doesn't let me love on her at all. Hurts my feelings because she is so cute. I love her. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. El Gordo, thanks for the 5 gifted sub bomb. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Fab Little Blondie, thank you so much for using that Prime sub. Do appreciate that so much. Okay, we are recording this time. I made sure. I don't know. I've been doing the scaffolding, but I kind of am nailing the jumps. Like we're nailing the jumps. So this is a thing we can manage. It's a little bit awkward, but especially when you miss. We're practicing for MCC. Right? Buying that? You're a dog person, but cats are cute. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I feel. Although the cat getting in the tree this morning was a little annoying, but you know. Ornaments everywhere. This is the best way to build. It's like leg day, you know? We're getting our workout in. Some of the stuff I can't see through. You know what? Maybe I should just do that layer. That would have been smart like 10 minutes ago to like just show this one layer. Cats build trust by smell. Yeah. If dwarves are just a little bit taller, this would be easier. You're right. Oh, man. Running out of smooth. I'm just going to do the one because we got a lot of slabs that we're going to need. Give it treats and it will love you. There you go. See, I never get a chance to give it treats. That's the thing. My daughter's always the one giving her treats. It was so crazy because like the name Luna was so perfect. It was so perfect. That was her name when we got her. And we're like, whoa. Her name's Luna, which is like one of my favorite characters, by the way, in Harry Potter. Is the Luna character. Especially in the movies, the actress just did a fantastic job as Luna. Is your cat fat cat or skinny cat? Skinny. She's a little skinny petite thing. And she's a year old now, so I feel like that's like gonna be it for her. Like that's her size. Thought I was hearing something like somebody was here. Which is good. I think we're happy with that. I gotta get white stained glass, people. We missed that on the ingredients list, the materials list when we went shopping. Okay, we did the whole border though, and once again I didn't resume. Awesome. Yeah, maybe we do all these little bits and then come back and fill the roof. Let's see what it looks like with this off. Oh yeah, wow. Oh, they're open holes. we could have some creepers falling in on our faces. Great. Yeah, we're gonna run out of blocks. Excellent. And I just did that wrong. Why are some yellow? They're correct, but like it's touchy, right? So like it sees this as like facing that way and then got turned into a corner versus facing that way and then turned into a corner. It's not wrong, but the game thinks it is because the initial facing was not what was in like the design, but it is fine. Like see there, I actually placed it up against the same block as what happened when it was made in creative. well, I guess we got no choice but to make these into stairs. And once again, I stopped. I tell you, this isn't gonna end up in a time lapse. This the first part will, but the rest of this has just been a mess. Don't even know why I'm still recording it if it's not gonna get used. It is gonna be a really long replay though. Yeah, Light Manica can be fickle sometimes. All right, well, we got no choice now. We're out of quartz. So what time is it? 20 minutes left. I mean, I really need to finish this build for the video. It's gonna be coming out tomorrow. It needs to be done. Locksmiths in there too. What are they? Glass? White stained? White. Oh, it's white concrete, isn't it? All those corners are white concrete? Really? Okay, we gotta do that. When's the next Vade Retro? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I think we want to play. It just depends on whether or not Skiz's work schedule will be permitting. But we did say last week that we wanted to play Vade Retro again at least one more time. So tomorrow's stream schedule probably looks like this. What do we like our time zones in? Let's go GMT. Okay, now I gotta do math. One sec. 5 p.m. GMT. I will be streaming some Fall Guys solo as a warm-up so I can learn how to play Fall Guys. 6 p.m. GMT. I will be joined with fellow streamer JP for more Fall Guys, but him and I together, I guess kind of like competing in a way, but just hanging out really. And that will be the sponsored segment of the stream because we'll be sponsored by Dunkin' tomorrow, drinking some iced coffee. It's their new product line that they sponsor the stream so that we can get the word out that it exists. And then right after that is over, that ends at 8 p.m. GMT. Sorry, I know conversion GMT is hard. 8 p.m. GMT, that ends, and I will have a little bit of a break before potentially starting Vade Retro with Jits, which would be 10 p.m. GMT, potentially a little bit earlier, depending on Skiz's schedule. That's tomorrow. Now, let's do all that in Pacific time. 9 a.m. Pacific. Wait. Yeah. 9 a.m. Pacific, Fall Guys solo. 10 a.m. Pacific, sponsored stream with JP, doing Fall Guys together for 2 hours. And then 2 p.m. Pacific could potentially be what's it called? Vade Retro with the Jits crew. There, nailed it. All right, we gotta buy it. I thought I had some more here. Busy bee. Hey, yes. All right. Good. Foot pedal. Nailed it. Every time I use my foot pedal, I'm going to say foot pedal. Do you stream every day? Just about, actually. Yeah, my schedule says that I stream every day. And I say that in that way because it doesn't always happen that way. Life happens. 2 of my scheduled days, scheduled streams are reliant on others that if they can't make it, we typically cancel. So on Tuesdays when I stream with Skiz, we stream Skybike Evolution currently. And, when that series ends, we'll probably be doing some Naked and Scared live again. We'll see. Here's what I'm going to do. That iron, go in there. And then Thursdays, it's 4 of us. So it doesn't take much for those streams to get canceled when there's 4 people that have to all make it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh. Can't have him shooting up the nether hub, you know? Flawless flying! Gosh, you would think this guy would be good at MCC. The way he flies, right? We need to get this guy in MCC. He could probably do something in MCC, like win a championship or something. The way he flies, he could potentially just do amazing. that was some 5 tier right there. Let's just keep that joke alive. Some 5 tier flying. Shameless brag. That's the opposite of what you call a humble brag. That wasn't very humble at all, was it? Gosh. Oh. That's what we come for. No modesty allowed. I literally keep the coin in hand's reach so I can just flash it every time we talk about it. Right. And what about the 75 deaths on Skyblock in 2 hours? Yeah, that was sheer stubbornness is what that was. Sheer stubbornness. Man. Just because I didn't want to go back and get a shield. Oh. Oh, okay. I've been telling everybody we're going to play Vade Retro tomorrow, but then I just found out there was a Phasmo update. Doesn't look like a big update, though. I think we'll still be playing Vade. We'll see. Make a little frame for the coin. Yeah, I was going to put it on the shelf, right? There's a shelf back there, but it's so small, I don't think anybody would know what it was. Put the coin on an Elgato multi-mount. Oh my gosh, you're going for it. You're going for it. Once we're an Elgato partner, I'll get Elgato multi-mounts and just have a bunch of random stuff mounted around my head. Oh, and we're back with the Elgato advertisements. Awesome. Awesome. And we're back. Unsub, unfollow, close the browser. That's my other problem. This is where I get called a boomer. I just assume everybody's watching on a computer because that's all I ever do is watch Twitch on a computer. But you're probably some people watching on a mobile phone. Hence the chat delay. When I've been told unpause 5 minutes ago and people are still like unpause. The chat delay on mobile is bad. At least last I used it. Are you using a mobile phone to watch me right now? Phone at work. Yeah, okay. No, that's a trick I used. You take your phone, right? You put it on Twitch and you put it on your desk, like right behind your keyboard, tilted up a little bit, right? And then you position yourself in a way that if anybody comes into your cube, they don't exactly see it. You know, kind of like scoot over a little bit. So if they come in your cube, and then you can just like pull your phone down, plop it forward so they can't see what's on the screen when they come in. Have one earbud in the right ear if you're opening to your cubes on the left. Right? Is that what you guys are doing? Don't get in trouble. Don't get fired on my account. Don't get, if you're at school, just pay attention to school, first of all. Unless you're on a break. Like, okay, if you're at school and you're watching, but it's because you finished your assignment, and once you're done, you're allowed to get your mobile device out while you're waiting for the rest of the class to catch up, because you're so fast and awesome at what you do that you got it done like that. And so you got a little extra free time in class to watch. That's okay. If you're watching me right now and your teacher's giving a dissertation on something, you know, teaching some kind of subject of some sort up there actually in front of the class talking, or you're supposed to be doing your work and you're just going to procrastinate and do it later at home. No, don't do that. I record all of these streams. They go on my channel on YouTube, Impulse SV2. They'll be there tomorrow. When you're at home and your work is done, watch it then. It's okay. It's okay. I will still be here. It's called homeschooled. Yes, there's that too. But that requires multitasking as well. Got to make sure you're still getting the work done, even if you're homeschooled. Where is the... There we go. See, it's always broken. We don't have a lot of time left, but let's see what we can do. Wait a minute. Pause recording. I was recording that whole time? I was recording that whole time? This time-lapse is messed up. This time-lapse is messed up. Worst time-lapse ever. Great chat. Now I won't be able to use it in my video. How am I supposed to make a video? All the first stuff we did is gonna be in there. It'll be fine. This stuff is blah. Anyway, I'll show this off when I come back. You know, in the next voice clip. Get into my YouTuber voice. Let's practice. All right. Well, there we go. Got it all built out, and I think it's looking pretty good. Look at the ceiling. It's super bright. Lots of quartz. You guys know me. I love my quartz, and this place is looking fantastic. Perfect clip. Perfect clip. Nailed it. Oh, man. Sound like me? If you want to see the full time lapse, follow me on Twitter. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Actually, all this was built during a live stream on Twitch. If you guys want to see all the build happened block by block and all the fun conversation that took place during the Twitch stream, head on over to twitch.tv/ImpulseSV. Hit me up with a follow over there so you can catch the next one. And if you want to catch this, the replay is on my second channel on YouTube. Please go over there, subscribe to that second channel, because we are getting awfully close to 90,000 subscribers over there. And just around the corner, that 100,000 milestone silver play button. If you guys go over there, hook up that subscription, would much appreciate that, because I do have a little bit of room on my shelf behind me for another play button. That'd be great. Thanks. Got all those call to actions. Right. I'm a professional. I'm a professional YouTuber, streamer extraordinaire. Wait, he has a second channel? Oh, yes. This is why we say these things out loud. Because there's always someone who doesn't know Impulse SV2 exists. And we really are at 89,000 subscribers, so it'd be great to it would be great to get up to 90 soon. Channel's been growing slowly but surely for years. Every once in a while, I'll put something other than a VOD on there. When I want to try out new things that I don't think will do well on the first channel, the main channel, I'll pop them on there. Like we had the Will a Stream Deck Plus replace my Go XLR video. I tried to do a little techie review type video, aka trying to be Harris Heller, but not as handsome. What? I don't have a man crush. You have a man crush. Potentially other stuff coming to that channel as well. I haven't decided. I have something else in the works right now, and I haven't decided if it's going on the main channel or the second channel. So yeah, make sure you hit that up. And let's not forget that I have another channel with Skiz called the Imp and Skiz channel, where we do Minecraft content, and we have another channel, Imp and Skiz Podcast, where we have our podcast, our weekly podcast. Let's see. Oh yeah, and anytime anything amazing happens in streams, those get cut up into a very fancy edited video that I put on Impulse SV Clips channel. So yeah, I have 5 channels. I have 5 channels, people. Oh, it's so. I just figured out why I'm tired all the time. I'm running 5 channels. Oh, that was fine. I didn't need to break that. But watch. Yeah, those of you wondering, like, why is it orange? It was just direction. Like, if I place that and then that, no, other way around. So for this one, that, see? It's not worth it. Either way, it looks the same, so it doesn't matter, right? The sales script, right. I would make a great door-to-door salesman, wouldn't I? Just have to buy my own set of knives first, and I'm on my way. I don't try to be, you know. I got. It's part of the job, okay? It's part of the job. if I don't tell you guys about all my channels, then they don't grow. And if they don't grow, I don't get views. And if I don't get views, I don't get ad revenue. If I don't get ad revenue, then I have to go back to a day job, like a regular desk job, instead of making content and like that. I like to make content and play video games. See, I have to do it. And I know that it might irk a few of you. It might upset a few of you that I'm constantly promoting stuff. But it's part of the job. I have to do my job. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to be a door-to-door salesman. Oh no. Glass. Where can we get glass? Yeah, what did I do before Minecraft? I was a developer. Thanks for answering that. I get that question a lot, of course. How long did it take to grow my channel? Oh. Well, I've been doing this for a decade. If that speaks to it in any way. I would say 2 stacks, 1 diamond. Whoa, 2 stacks, 1 diamond. That's a good deal. Except, yeah, 3 diamonds is gonna cost. As far as channel growth goes, it was one of those things. It's like an exponential thing, right? Like it slowed down now. Pandemic definitely ballooned it a bit. There's no ender chest here. Korean, you're breaking sales 101 right here. No ender chest. Anyway, so yeah, started off real slow, of course. Climb. Words are hard. Good thing we're ending soon. Slow climb on the YouTube fronts. But it was steady in the beginning, and got a few shout outs for other YouTubers that helps. You know, Doc was a big reason why I was able to continue doing what I was doing as a YouTuber. And then yeah, me and Tango were making content together. That helped, you know, having a fellow collaborator that was of equal size. In fact, I think him and I kind of like yo-yoed with our subscriber count, and he did eventually get higher subscriber count than me. Got on Hermitcraft, and then he pulled me along. he convinced the Hermits that I would be okay to be in there on Hermitcraft, and that's when things really took off. Because Hermitcraft is amazing SMP, amazing brand by now, I guess you could say. 2 stacks, 1 diamond. It's only gonna cost me 3 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. So that definitely helped. Let me throw my diamonds at him. Missed the derp content. Me too. I've been reminiscing about the Friday night derp sessions with Tango, and just him and I doing stuff in general. We haven't had a chance to hook up a lot this season. We did the Wither farm, and that's about it. So I've been talking to him. He's sick right now, but I've been talking to him a little bit about potentially, you know, seeing what we can do, reunite a little bit, because we haven't done a lot together lately, and there's no good reason for that. There's really zero good reason for why Tango and I have not been collaborating more, other than like our JIT streams and stuff, right? But like Friday night derp, if you guys remember that, like that was some good times. Some good times. I don't know if we'd be able to recreate that magic. That was its own kind of thing. You know, like we can't just like dive back in. Hey, dangerous entity what were we called? Dangerous entity relocation professionals are back in business, baby. I don't think retreading that idea necessarily would be a good thing, because a lot of times you got that like kind of been there, done that feeling. And I know a lot of obviously there's a lot more viewers now than there was when we first had that, but for us, we'd be like, for us internally, we'd be like, yeah, we're just retreading an old idea. It's more fun to come up with new ideas, but it's also harder. Just why nothing's been done. New ideas haven't come about. Still have your derp t-shirt. Very nice. So do I. I got it in like every color for some reason, and I only wear black and white. But I bought every color of derp t-shirt. So like my red derp t-shirt, never gonna get worn, ever. So it's like pristine. Boomers need to return. See, that's the thing. It's like the group was great, but if the boomers were going to be back together, we would probably want to have a new, refreshed concept, not just the boomers are back. We're going to blow stuff up, and we're going to be perfect at it because we never messed up any of the jobs that we did, of course. R.I.P. Ren's base. Anyway. That's kind of the vibe is if we do come back, like derp or boomers or anything that's been done in the past, like we'd probably want to have a new thing. You know what I mean? Boomers hoodie is still your favorite hoodie? Excellent. I loved the boomers merch. The boomers merch was so good. I was actually kind of sad that it was a limited run, you know? I guess that's the standard thing to do with merch though. Is to not just like have merch. I don't do that. Like all my regular like impulse merch, flawless, all that stuff, it's like always for sale. You guys want to go grab one of these impulse SV hoodies that has like the eye on the back. Got the eye on the back. You guys can see that? It's there. It's there. I pulled out my headphones. Don't stand up when you're wearing headphones. I don't know if you guys can see that. I couldn't see my back. Anyway, this hoodie's for sale. Go hook it up. Get yourself a hoodie. I ripped out my earbuds. I think I broke them. Oh no, I did. Hello? Oh great. Hang on. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Okay, fixed. I should have titled the stream. We're gonna stream just self-promotion the entire time. Go get your merch. No, seriously though, we end up in these subjects sometimes on accident, but yeah, Boomer's merch was amazing. I wonder, what if it was possible, chat? What if it was possible to rerun the Boomer's merch? Like, I wonder if there's enough people that like missed the first run, remember Boomers, and would like snatch it up. You know? Somewhere there's mobs. Do you think so? Kind of like bring back like a retro merch drop. What if we did that? I'm gonna talk to the guys. It may not be possible. It may not be possible just because of the way that the company that we ran our merch through works. It might not be a possibility, but let me at least ask about it. Because if there's demand, it might be worth bringing back. You know what I mean? Limited time Boomers merch is back. Maybe Derp merch is back. And we'll just call it like a retro merch run or something. I don't know. I don't know what we would do, but that sounds like it could be a thing for all the people that didn't get a chance. Because like that's how I was getting into that. Is I feel bad for like the people that maybe you know money was tight when the merch first came out, and then so they weren't able to get it then, but now they have money. Life is done well for them, and now they have money. But the merch is no longer for sale. They missed out. But they would really still like to have it. There may be some people in that situation. Might be worth it to think about. I'll drop B-dubs and Tango a line and see if it's something that we can make happen. Have you guys thought about having a central Hermitcraft merch shop? Yes, and it's a pretty easy, not a great idea for us. So it gets messy, right? Here's the thing. It gets messy when we start to make revenue as a brand, right? Instead of individually. So right now, all of our revenue that we make as Hermitcraft, we make individually. I make content, other people make content, and money from that content or merch drops or whatever is all individualized. The second we make a Hermitcraft thing, then we have to figure out how to like split money. And then it gets weird because it's like how much of how much of that revenue was generated because this person gets more views, and you know what I mean? Like, that's how bad things happen to groups like this, is when money gets involved. Let's not talk about the past, but I think some of you know the community, might know what I'm talking about. That's how certain things fall apart. So we've avoided that. We don't try to do business as a brand. We try to keep it just individualized, if that makes sense. All right, that's all we're gonna do. I'd love to stay and finish the roof, but I can't. I don't have enough time between now and when I'm supposed to take the dog for a walk. Need to eat lunch and then take the dog for a walk. And chances are, hopefully, my puppy. She's not a puppy. I still love her like a puppy. Prim. My dog's name is Prim. Hopefully she's feeling better. He had a rough morning, apparently. Hopefully my wife is in one piece. I'm gonna walk in the door and she's gonna give me the look like, oh, my morning was horrible. I know it. Okay. I don't feel terrible. I'm gonna go check on the doggy. We'll find somebody to raid. I can't. We gotta at least do this, right? Just to clean up this line, right? Okay, there we go. No more. That's it. Just one more. Just that one right there. Okay, that's clean. Except like right here. Like maybe if we just do, if we just right here, then they got a clean line all the way down the hallway, right here. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to just do that, right? Just finish up that line. Just gotta make it right. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, but we missed the spot right here. Darn it. Okay, almost good. Just one more block. Okay. That's good. I think that did it, right? Hug the hallway. Okay, I got it. That's it. We did it. Oh, gotta love the Minecraft bug. You can never stop. 10 years later, here I am still placing blocks. All right, let's find somebody to raid. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys so much for all the love today, all the support, putting up with all my hashtag plugs and yeah, salesmanship. My door-to-door salesman. I didn't have to knock on your door. You just had to click on my stream. And I won't take no for an answer. Oh man. Who do we raid today? You guys got a lot of great choices. I'm going to raid. Let me see something real quick. Okay. He's streaming, but he's AFK. Oh well. We'll go with that. We'll raid Azuma. I don't exactly know what he's up to, but he's showing AFK. So I'm assuming he's here on the server. We'll keep you guys here on Hermitcraft if we can. Thank you guys so much again. Go give Azuma some love. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, stop on by. I'm gonna be playing some Fall Guys for the first time. I'm sure you can come and laugh at me, and I'll be enjoying my iced coffee from Duncan. We'd love if you came and supported the stream if you can. So, okay, he's doing crate mod, and he's just AFK here on the server. That'll be fun. All right, go give him some love. Let him know I sent you. See you guys later.